This is the Rude Advice Podcast with TikTok influencer Rudy A. Divorced after 16 years of marriage and single at 39, I share my mistakes and experiences to help your marriage, improve your dating life, and prepare you for life after divorce. So everybody who's listening, welcome to the show, Rude Advice. And I have the Cheap Suits podcast back. You guys were here before in an earlier episode.
That's right.
Yeah, so I want
old veterans.
You guys, I've known y'all for a while. So people who are listening for the first time, let's do a round table introduction, your name and marital status and body count.
Whoa. Gotcha. What we started off? We set it off?
Let's go with Norm here.
Start from the good side.
Not the body count, but just...
body count of ghost. We'll give you that.
Be accurate.
My name is Norm. Yeah. Bulletproof Nas.
Say hi to the family first.
Hello.
Before you get to that body count.
I'm married. 2 kids.
I used to be married before this podcast.
And your body count resets once you get married, so I forgot.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I did not know that. Yeah.
You ain't read the book?
No.
See, I'll send it to you.
Okay. All right.
Hey, I'm waiting for the reset button then.
I got the ebook. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, the Audible book.
I am IQ of the Cheap Suits podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a recently single guy.
Recently?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
My ex is living a way happier life right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Doing better. And my body count resets after every night, so I forgot to. Here we go.
So you're a virgin today.
On you, brother.
Damn, you're brand new.
He said every night. You don't know what he did this morning. I don't even know what I did last night. Or who I did last night.
Well,
it gets
Mr. DeMarco, I don't have any drops for you, so
it's all right. It's all right. I'm a man of many names. But my friends call me Star.
DeMarco. Let me do your drops.
DeMarco, I go by that as well.
DeMarco.
I am a longtime single man.
mm-hmm.
I'm a very happy single man, I should say.
Well, why you gotta put it like that?
He said we needed to say our marital status.
Yeah.
But he didn't ask you how you felt about it.
I wanted to incorporate that part.
Okay, you had to.
Because a lot of people feel
he's
like
being thorough.
When you
is
say
what he's doing.
When you say you're single and you're a little bit older, late 20s, 30s,
right? People
they start to think
you're unhappy.
There's a stigma.
Yeah, lonely.
Okay.
Yeah.
I am very not lonely.
There's a lot of people I see on TikTok that are like, if they're single, not married, and they're like late 20s, they're miserable. Like they feel like they have to be in this little situation of being married with kids by a certain age. If not, they feel like failures, dude. And I always tell them, like, don't worry about that, man. Just let it happen naturally.
In the 20s?
No,
25 to
like
29, yeah.
Like 30.
I'll have your
Let's just
TikTok.
say 30.
I have your TikTok. No, I didn't officially become a failure until at least 35. You know what I'm saying? Feel good in my 20s, actually.
I do want to say, hey, yeah, we do have a podcast of our own, and I appreciate Rudy. I think we all love Rudy here at the Cheap Suits podcast.
Boy, we do.
And it's always joyful to sit down with you and have these conversations.
Heck yeah, man.
So this take us away, man.
Yeah, so again, everybody, we have one gentleman who's married. We have 2 single gents, and technically I'm betrothed, I guess. I have my girlfriend.
You watching Game of Thrones, man?
Heck yes, House of Dragon. I love that shit, dude. Fuck yeah. No, my girlfriend's expecting my son.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
You know what? I'm happy, dude. I'm really happy, and he'll be here in November. So I'm technically off the market, and I don't miss it.
Don't miss it.
I don't miss it at all, dude.
We don't say off the market over here. We say we're just not in these streets anymore.
They call it the streets. That's right. Yeah, I'm not as hip. I forget, man. So
speaking, yes.
All right. That's why you got friends like us.
Exactly, keeping me real and all that.
Betrothed. That's a good one. I love that. I kind of like betrothed better than
betrothed.
Streets.
Yeah, it's more formal.
It is. It's beautiful.
But I purposely started with body count as a joke because Star DeMarco here sends me videos every now and then on TikTok. Hey, this would be a good topic to talk about. And I want to talk about body counts real quick with women and men. So
let's do that.
I started dating at 39, right? And I didn't care about body counts because, again, everybody I met around my age, they've had their lives. They've met the love of their lives. They've been divorced. They have kids.
They've done some fucking.
They've done some things. So I'm not going to, what am I expect to like someone to come out pristine and untouched it for me at 39? It's like no big deal. So I never asked. Mm-hmm. I didn't care. I truthfully didn't. And a couple women asked me, but I'm like, that's private. That's my personal life. You weren't involved with my life back then. So
I'm clean.
I'm clean. I'm disease free.
Yep. You was getting that question, still dating in your late 30s?
Yes. Women were asking. So it's weird. So from my perspective, again, I'm an old bastard. I don't care. But for younger men, it seems to be a big deal. And they don't want a woman. This is just what I see on the red pill TikToks and podcasts, like any woman with over 5 or 6 men is like used up. Any woman who is a single mom is used up, low hanging fruit.
5 or 6?
That's
5 or 6
per year.
That's total. The sum.
Come on, fellas.
The sum.
what?
Let's set a realistic bar, dog.
Exactly.
Come on, fellas.
I'm even questioning if that's experienced enough.
That's tough.
My point exactly.
I mean, well, hold on.
Go ahead.
How old are we talking? We say young. We talking like teenagers?
No, we're talking guys in their 20s. Like looking for that first wife. They're looking to be serious with somebody. And they don't want a woman who's been used up and ran through or trained, all these things. They don't want a woman who's been used up more than 5 guys.
All right, man. I'm going to be single Norm for now.
Get back
to it. Get back
to it.
Shit. Do it. Yep.
Because before, I got married pretty young. But part of the reason I got married pretty young, because I was doing a lot of fucking before I got married.
Oh, as you should.
As a young man, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20, 21. No, you was out there early. I was in these streets, baby. You was a young whore.
Wait. You said 15.
That nigga said 15.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Might as well get to it.
We
was getting to it. Massachusetts, huh? Yeah.
This is how they do over there in Massachusetts.
I heard about that. Yeah.
Back hallways and cars and shit.
But
the question being, I feel like
Middle of the hallway.
men that ask that question,
Yeah.
they wasn't doing a lot of fucking on their own.
Bingo. I think the same thing.
That's where the body count question comes from.
Oh.
Because if you was doing enough fucking,
It doesn't matter.
It really don't matter, bro. Because you was out here getting to it. Maybe these guys are just hypocrites. I don't think they was getting any girls. That's what I think it boils down to. Well, first off, he's saying that women were even addressing this too. So
yeah, women too as well. But it's like for me, very few and far between. But guys, I agree with Norm here that if the guys, the norm is and it's accepted for a guy to just fuck all through their teen and early 20s, have a good time, right?
Sure.
But it's not accepted for a woman to do that. And I think guys have a problem if maybe she has more than him. If he's got more than her, then it's not a big deal. But as long as he has more than her. I mean, that's just what I'm seeing and what's my assumption. But what do y'all guys think?
Some people, I think some men just don't like
speak for the youth,
the idea and the visualization that their woman is underneath another man.
Now that's true.
Well, who does?
I wouldn't recommend that you fantasize about it.
No, but they think about that shit. Like,
but what does it matter though?
I've had experiences where there's been like somebody who's in a married situation.
Yeah. But
any guy who speaks to or just even has a laugh with their wife, they think the worst immediately. Like, yo, she thinking about fucking him. What if they're fucking? Like, there's a lot of these thought processes that go through these people's heads. It's crazy. It's crazy insecurity.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy's self-conscious though, right?
I guess.
Would you say that guy represents a large majority?
Is
this a guy's thought or that guy?
I think it goes back to you got to find wife. Your wife is very attractive.
If you're lucky.
And
if you play your cards right.
And she's clearly maybe a little out of your league.
Oh, shit.
Yep.
And so when she gets around other gentlemen who probably look way better than you, you're going to feel away.
Sis wouldn't have looks mattered.
No, but
they've always mattered.
No, but some of these people's minds, they think like that. There's an intimidation factor.
And to Star's point, I've seen that like in my past.
You that guy.
But he's not that guy.
No. But to Star's point, I've seen that like they marry young, right? And then they, 5-10 years happen. The girl loses weight and she starts looking good and she's in her late 20s. But the guy, he looks all horrible. So now he has that insecurity like, oh, she can do better than me. She's hot. She's getting a lot of attention. And
you're actually describing them.
No shit. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I've seen plenty of times in my past with old couples. And believe it or not, yeah, she does get attention. There's some women that will stay with their man no matter what. But when that late 20s happens and they look good, they're putting on jeans they haven't worn since they were teenagers and they gain that attention. Maybe they get a breast implant, so they look even better.
That's right. God bless you. Let me give the guys out there some advice. Hold on to the sunshine, baby. Let me give the guys. I'm gonna help the guys out here.
Go ahead.
And this is gonna be cross race lines. This is for black men. I don't know the Hispanic spot, but for white men as well.
Don't worry, we're here for that.
If you're a black man, you're feeling like that. Just go to Atlanta, Georgia. What? Spend about 4 days there. Your confidence will be through the roof. If you're a white man, here in Nashville, Tennessee, great place to get your ego boosted. You know what I mean? For the Spanish men, I don't know. What's the city? What's the city you go to?
Well, I have to ask, what is Atlanta and Nashville offering that's going to give us our confidence?
I think he's saying that the amount of women. Eligible women. Yes.
Oh, okay.
I knew that about Atlanta. Nashville kind of caught me by surprise.
Nashville's one of the places.
They're known for their balance.
Yes, there's a high number of single women versus available men
Oh,
in cities.
We call that the balls to breast ratio.
Yes,
I like that term.
I can't give you a location where us Hispanics can be
for the Latinos.
Where we're striving.
Let's say Colombia.
But I would say
Colombia. Look, we can take this international.
Yeah,
Brazil.
I'm gonna go with Cabo.
I just take it
I'm gonna go
different.
with Cabo.
There you go.
I don't think there's any men in Cabo.
Portugal.
It's all girlfriends
Yeah.
and they go on vacation together.
Really, as long as you're in
Any
a place where
cruise,
there's
any
not enough
cruise.
men,
Yeah.
you're gonna flourish out there.
Man, I mean, I would hope the fellas don't need that kind of.
Hey, man, I'm just
We got
put it
to
out there,
tilt
man.
the scales for these guys.
Look, man. Look, I'm just telling you, it's not why. Listen,
Let me just say this.
things are hard in some places. Sometimes you just gotta. You don't play Madden or all Madden, right?
Of course,
You want to have fun. You might want to play the All Pro.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
I want a challenge. I want a challenge. I want a challenge in my PS4 and in my bedroom.
Ah, okay.
I need
Okay.
a challenge. Yeah. Listen, let me say this.
Okay.
Philosophically, I guess we're talking really down to the earth today. You know what I'm saying? What men are doing and aren't doing, what women are and aren't doing. I would say philosophically, it's probably not a good idea to worry about. Now, you can't help what really troubles you and bothers you. You know, I guess if it's in your soul, it's in your soul.
Right.
But, I don't think body counts is important at all. I've never spoke to a woman who could articulate to me why that would matter
Right.
moving forward for us.
Right.
And I think that's the best place for any couple, whether you're starting out new, whether she has a history, whether you got a history. The only focus I think that's really important as far as now we're in Rudy's world. We're in the world of relationships. We're talking about how to build and cultivate something healthy.
Mhm.
To build and cultivate something healthy, you need to move forward.
I
You know
agree.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My granddaddy used to always say the hardest thing to do is drive forward when you're staring in the rear view. You feel me?
That makes sense. Ooh, I like that.
IQ-isms right there.
My
Yeah.
granddaddy-
That's the first of the podcast. Mark it.
Mark it down.
70-year-old man.
And my granddaddy didn't even graduate high school, right? Shout out Hearn, Texas.
And you know what? I'll add to that because if you're going to get into a relationship and that bothers you, then you're not ready
No.
for a relationship because there's so much more that comes up with a serious relationship. If that little minor thing bothers you about her past, then you're not ready for the future, man. And what comes about.
I think it's a fair question to ask, how many serious relationships have you been in?
Okay.
What's your last, have you ever lived with somebody before?
Those are more valid questions.
I think those questions make sense.
That makes
like,
sense, yeah.
Those things like, have you ever been engaged before? Have you ever been married? Whatever the case may be. I think
That
that's
makes sense.
fair to ask. And you can kind of get a gauge for what this person's life was prior to you just by asking some of those questions.
Yeah. I think I spent a lot of time actually on Rudy's TikTok. I told you I'm big in. I'm getting my
Thanks,
TikTok
man.
game together.
Yeah.
I spent a lot of time on Rudy's TikTok.
I have an account.
I've noticed.
Rudy's a good follow, man. It's all about your follows, dog. You gotta be careful with your follows.
Are you getting sucked into the TikTok world?
The only reason
it's addicting.
the only reason I even got an account is because it's a pain in the ass opening up the TikTok videos
That we send you?
that y'all send me.
You're gonna need it sooner or later. We're gonna harass you into
now. I do have an account just so I can actually see the videos. In a timely
Welcome,
manner.
welcome.
I'm not following anybody. I have
Follow
not
my guy
looked on
Rudy,
there.
man. That's a good.
Yeah,
it's a good
please.
follow.
Yeah.
It's a good follow.
You're gonna start me down
But-
this road.
I'm sorry.
I showed you a couple of the videos, and it's good material, dog. It's good material, and I think it illuminates something that, like, to me. I think we said this before, or I've said this before. We gotta start addressing this vitriol between the races. I don't think between the genders.
Yep.
I don't feel good about this gender war. You know what I'm saying?
It's bad.
But a lot of the women that you bump into, I'm sure some men, I haven't dated any, but I'm sure some men are coming into these situations.
Yeah.
They coming into these situations with
It took a second to click.
with antagonism. You know what I'm saying? And that's no good for nobody. I feel like you're supposed to look at your relationship, the future relationships that you're going to get into, like a McDonald's drive-thru. You feel me? Listen.
Okay.
The burgers are built a certain way. Now, you can order your burger and get it just the way you like it. Or you could take it home and take the pickles off. Eventually, you might want a little bit more onions. You might have eaten that burger in the beginning, but you decided later on, I like my shit with a little extra lettuce. You're never going to find the perfect burger. They're not going to put it in your car pre-assembled. You see what I'm saying?
Unless you go to Whataburger.
Look at this guy.
No, not even a Whataburger, because I got to have my onions grilled.
Okay.
I got to have my onions grilled. And it's just like that.
Grilled onion is a must.
It's just like that with every woman that I ever met. I knew I wanted Whataburger, but I got to somehow work her into some grilled onions eventually, because that's the way I like it. Sooner or later, she going to want me to take a couple pickles off, because that's the way she likes it. You see what I'm saying? But we can work that out together.
Your bedroom.
Is it weird that I understand what he's talking about?
It's weird if anybody know what the fuck.
I know exactly what he's talking about.
But you see what I'm saying? I think everybody's looking for.
I think I'm in there.
I think everybody's looking for their burger exactly the way they want it, passed out the window to me. I just need Idris Elba. Just give them to me, and then we good. And it don't work that way. Relationships, you kind of got to mold each other, because
I like how you turned to Idris.
Idris is day one.
He's like
He's a good looking cat.
What you said about the races, Idris is that guy. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
White soccer moms love Idris. Doesn't matter if
I think
you're Asian.
everyone does.
Yeah, you could be from the Philippines and love Idris.
He's just a handsome dude.
I guess so.
Yeah,
I guess so. I wouldn't date him.
So to your point, I think to those who maybe,
He can't have me.
in other words,
He ain't that handsome.
you're never going to find the perfect person or that dream person you have in mind. There's always going to be something wrong or not or what you want.
That's what I'm trying to say.
But
and I wouldn't even use the word wrong, but I think people got these images in their mind, and I'm saying especially women,
Yeah.
especially from what I've heard off of your TikTok.
Oh, they want the 6 foot guy, six
Everybody
figures.
wants it perfect, and I want it the day
Bullshit.
I meet him.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you can't have that guy, but the idea that he's going to walk up to you in a bar and be that exactly what you want.
Right.
Not to mention that everybody's wants and desires in a man and a woman are different. You know what I'm saying? Things that bother you might not bother the next guy. So you do have to work with the person that you find them how you find them. Hopefully you find enough interesting and good things in them that you take them home and I'm going to work this. Romp with them a little bit. Roll with them a little bit.
Just rolling the sheets.
Yeah, play with them a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I also think
Keep yourself busy until you get them where you want them.
Playtime.
You know what I'm saying?
And I think also we all see it on Instagram and on TikTok. There's too much emphasis on outer beauty. Like how many accounts you see girls doing squats or how many girls you see taking that booty selfie. It's all like, it's a blur.
Yeah, I'm sucked into that world.
Yeah. But that's all you got.
Yeah.
You're a dime a dozen. I mean, there's like 20 other accounts, hundreds of other accounts of girls doing the same thing. So what makes you special? It's like, I'm almost desensitized to it. I know young men are maybe captivated by it, but yeah, looks fade. I mean, are those looks going to help you raise a good kid?
Right.
Are those looks going to be with you in the emergency room when you're sick?
Yeah.
Or are they going to bail because they want that life? No. I mean, it's like young women, like you just said, 6 foot and all that. They want that. But guys, I think they put too much emphasis on looks. Yeah. And hey, we're visual, right? But that's fine. But again, you got to look at, if you really want a serious relationship, you got to look at the person inside. Yeah, she's hot, but what else do you have?
You pardon. The number one mistake I think both sides make, that, those looks are going to let you down.
Oh, plenty of times over here for me, dude.
No, you say people get jaded to it. And
well, also too with the looks, you got to just know that's what you want it for. Like if you just want to have sex with this person, let it be that.
No, I think it's deeper.
Like it don't have to be, she's going to be a relationship, this, that, and third. Like maybe we just have sexual chemistry. I'm attracted to you. You're attracted to me. We can just fuck and keep it moving.
No, I think it's deeper than that, because what you really need to understand is, like, you really hitting on something when you say that you start to get jaded to it. There's guys, especially the guys that a lot of these women want. If we're talking about ball players or millionaires, like what I call the 1%ers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If that's what you're shooting for, all they know is beauty.
So
They've never had a date with a subpar woman. Never, ever. All they know is beauty. So if that's all you bring into the table, you're basically starting underneath the table. You know what I'm saying? You haven't even got to the top of the table yet, because you haven't given him anything that he hasn't seen before.
Right.
And, your lack of understanding that is only going to hurt you if you're a woman and you feel like, these looks. But I agree with you, man. I feel like I've been jaded on looks for a long time. You know what I'm saying? I'm more into weirdos these days. Does that make sense?
I totally feel you. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Less looks to me is fine, man. You got to be a little weird. Keep my attention. You know what I'm saying? I would much rather have this kind of outer worldly connection that everybody talks about. It's magical. energy between two people.
I got a question real quick.
Yeah.
Do you
Shoot.
think that people? I just thought about that when you said weirdos. Because
I like
I used to always say that growing up. I like girls
love
that
weirdos.
But no, I'm talking about looks wise. Do you think people actually go after what they like or what they think other people like? Looks wise.
Great question.
I would throw in what they can get.
See,
Or
Three choices, yeah.
I would disagree. I think people want what they can't obtain.
Ooh, okay.
They lust for what they can't have. This is why everybody's into, like, you know, we were just talking the other day, and we were describing a woman as exotic.
Yes.
It's why that's always a trait that people gravitate to.
Mm-hmm.
You never hear anybody be like, "Oh, she's exotic." Nah, I like somebody from Ohio.
But you,
I love a good Cleveland.
Never been said.
I like a good Cleveland.
Yeah, nobody says
This is
that.
I like
Yeah.
an exotic look.
I know we're gonna be on
Something
TikTok,
foreign to me.
and I know we're talking through the internet, but this is a question I'm pushing back in the sense of
No, it's a valid
is
question.
this an internet thing or reality? And the reason why I'm asking that because when you're just out with your fellas or your friends
Yeah.
growing up, whatever the case may be, I don't actually hear that. Like I know I hear it on the internet, but when it's out in the world, when they see a girl that they like or whatever, it's not, oh, she looks exotic. It's like there's like, I think she's hot. And somebody that
Yeah.
you may think is hot, I might not think is hot, and vice versa.
Obviously.
Like people have different tastes, or you know what I'm saying. So I wonder, is it like, do you really like this person, or do you think that Rudy's gonna find her attractor, I'm gonna find her attractor, Air Star is gonna find her attractor? So now that's the chick I want.
I think I'm just strange in the way that I view women. I never have had that conversation when I'm out with my fellas. I don't be like, she's hot. I imagine what she is. When I'm at a Dallas game, you know about the white women in Dallas?
You told
I've heard of them, yeah.
Where's the stadium?
I know.
out of
I know you're in
Dallas?
paradise.
the Fort Worth, right?
Is it Fort Worth?
Arlington.
Arlington.
Arlington,
yeah.
Texas.
Something about white women in Arlington. You know?
Top shelf, what?
She obviously looks good, but in my head, she's got a ranch.
Mm-hmm. So he made her into.
Never been to a ranch before.
Yeah.
You ever date a motherfucker that into crystals?
Yes.
Like the healing crystals and shit?
Yeah.
I'm married to one.
You gotta get your aura right.
Yeah, I've dated girls who talk to ghosts.
I did a girl one time. She was telling me like, "Yeah, where you going today, man? I'm about to go to this place and I'm gonna get my aura read." So shit, tell me about that. The fuck does that mean?
Yeah.
Aura read. Sometimes, you go to a place and they tell you, they can read your aura. I guess there's an aura.
Yeah.
I guess sometimes your shit is orange. Sometimes your shit is green. I don't
Looking
know.
at you right now, man. You kind of got like a navy bluish.
You can see it.
Yeah, you kind of got.
You see, I've never seen my aura, man. What color's my aura, dog?
I think that's his charisma, not the aura.
That's crazy.
No. You need a crystal. You need to date a girl with some crystals so you can get in on this conversation.
And Star, what about you? It's a Norm's question.
What was the question again?
Like, what is it? Are you dating a girl because, or the women that you're attracted to is because you're attracted to them? Because you think other people will like co-sign their attraction?
You jumping in based off the physical.
Oh, yeah.
And what was the third one, Rudy?
You're just settling for what you can get.
Yeah, just settling for what
Nah, I think
you like. Who likes you?
I think I'm in a mix of a little bit of what IQ's looking for into these, like some of these women.
The unknown.
Yeah.
Like what they got
great
going
unknown.
on, or like what do they make me feel like when we converse?
Yeah.
Like those things. I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
like
She teach you something.
a lot about that first couple interactions maybe will let me know, like in the long run, like 2 months from now, are we still gonna be having fun talking? Because like, yeah, the sex is cool, but like when I go hang out with you, like, are you gonna switch up? Like, is that just the introduction to you?
But what gets you to be way before that? I'm talking about y'all gonna exchange numbers or whatever the case may be.
when you spot her.
What are you looking at?
The physical.
Usually,
like how she carry herself. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of it is, for me, is like, yes, how they do carry themselves. That first interaction, you know, what is their approach? You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like,
so you got to be approached. Ooh, see, that's a key.
yeah, I do.
Oh, you want to be approached. You don't do the approaching.
I do get approached.
Shit.
But do you want to be approached or do you do the approach?
I prefer to be approached because it lets me know that this woman finds interest.
I've heard women.
So that's kind of three.
Yeah,
That is
wow.
kinda three.
You're the exception to the rule, man. That doesn't hardly happen.
No, I'm gonna
I
tell
just I don't do the spitting game part, or like I'm gonna go holler at that girl over there in the bar. I wait till there's like some kind of something that lets me know. It's got to be some kind of signal here, like, yo, okay, she's been eyeing me for like the last 10 minutes.
call that getting chose.
Clearly, she has chosen. who she wants to talk to in this bar or wherever we're at.
You know, I've had
That's when it
conversations
goes.
with female friends lately that despise that.
Oh yeah.
Despise what? Them approaching men?
Yeah, the idea that there's men out there that feel like they're going to wait to be approached.
Why?
They view that as non-masculine.
Nah.
The guy's supposed to do the this, that, and the third. And I've heard a lot of that. Like I've heard some of that on your post, as a matter of fact. At least that's what I take from it when I hear them saying like they want a man.
No, there's truth to that.
Yeah.
I've gotten shit about that.
I've heard
about the way I like to how you asked me about how I like to
your demeanor's too
meet
laid
women.
back.
Yeah.
That's wrong. Like my way is wrong.
The man's supposed to take the lead.
I'm like I don't think it's wrong at all. Like I feel comfortable doing that.
Yeah.
I'm not offending nobody, and I'm doing it in a way
It's
that
you.
I feel comfort.
Yeah.
So, and if I feel comfort in the person who I end up, speaking with or meeting is also comfortable, where's the wrong?
So you don't ever get that feeling like you walk in the room, you just see her across the room, like, oh shit. Yeah, like she got
Yeah, like every day.
I like to break in.
You not gonna go? You not gonna go?
I like to break in there. I like to break in amongst 3-4 homegirls. Excuse me.
It might
How you
depend
I do
on
too.
where
I've
I'm
done that
at.
before.
I
Yeah.
like that. I like that. That's my play right there. I like to just break into the whole group. How you doing? I needed to talk to you.
Yeah.
I saw
That is the IQ way.
That is my way. That is my way. And I can understand there's women that would love that and women that would not, I guess.
Some are very traditional and they want that old chivalrous type of approach. But, with the confusion with feminism and toxic masculinity and traditions and roles kind of being thrown out there to, whatever, it can vary per person. So women have asked me, do men like a woman to approach you? And I'm like, it's hardly ever happened to me. But when it does, it's kind of like charming. Like, oh, wow. Hey, nice to meet you. I like the attention, but it doesn't happen as often. So if any woman's listening, yeah, approach us. We like that.
And I'll be honest, it is less often.
Send that man a drink over.
Yeah.
Not IQ. He's
So
not gonna drink it.
part of the
I'm not
reason
gonna
why I
drink it.
like
I'm
doing
sending
it
a
the way
drink
I
back.
do it is because it is more rare to have the woman approach. So it does feel better when it happens. It's like, oh, well, I already know without even trying to guess that she has some form of interest already. Boom, I'm already locked in.
Yeah.
And some form of confidence. Like, I guess you feel like that tells you something about her.
And about me. Like I didn't have to, like, maybe the way I present myself.
Maybe it's the
She liked
sunglasses.
that part and I didn't have to speak yet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'll tell you, for me, like since a kid, any woman I've ever was attracted to, I was attracted to instantly.
Mhm.
It's like before there was any interaction, whatever the case may be. Maybe not instantly, like that day. I might have seen her wear something the next day, but it was like, oh shit, she's
Something about that one.
that's the one right there.
And you see, I've done that too. And because looks, we're men, we're visual, right? Like, oh my gosh, she's hot. I want to fuck her, whatever. But once they start talking, they got like an attitude, like that girl in that black dress in that Dre video. Like that Mariah Carey girl, they spray 40s on. You remember? She just,
I like that.
that's an old reference. You know what I'm talking about?
That's a good reference. I know.
Yeah.
Talking about a G-Thing.
G-Thing, yeah.
video.
Got the,
Yeah. Do you think her shit don't
I
stink?
think that was more than 140 too, by the way. Several 40s was.
Yeah, they all spray her at the end because she thought she was all big shit. She goes from a 10 to a 1 to me.
Rest
Go
in
ahead.
peace, Coolio. I just want to say that.
Oh, yeah.
It just made me think about
Rest up
Coolio.
Coolio.
We forgot to say that on our pod. Yeah.
And Dangerous Minds movies. I'm
Yes.
sorry, I didn't mean to derail.
No.
I feel like a good time.
You know what? I have to.
Rest in peace to Coolio.
You said Coolio. He's 59.
Yeah.
I'm questioning my mortality, guys, because I'm 45 now.
Yes.
Coolio's 59. That's like 14 years away from that, man.
Yes.
So many comedians have died in their late 50s. I'm like, fuck.
Yes, that's
I better start working out.
Scary out here.
Don't that make you want to have sex twice tonight?
It does.
But then you cheap.
Got to be
Tonight.
careful with that heart.
But that's how Kevin Samuels died.
I'm about to say.
God damn it.
He died with the Latina woman.
There's no winning for men out here today, man.
He was 58.
See?
You got to watch.
Hold on.
You got to watch the double down when you get to 58, man. That Viagra double down is a little tough.
It thins the blood, man. You got to be careful with that shit. Yeah.
Careful.
You can't be drinking Red Bulls and taking that because, you
man.
can have a heart attack.
Rest up, Kevin Samuels.
I'm sorry,
man.
I do a good job of derailing. Back to
No, back to
Yeah, we never stay on topic.
But-
That's
okay.
the problem with having us on a podcast, man.
But to your point, to answer your question, for me, I think to answer your question, Norm, it varies what's going on in that person's life. Because for me, when I got divorced, I wanted to date the hottest woman and be seen with the hottest woman to show my friends who were like talking shit about me. Hey, look who I'm fucking, and you got your ugly ass wife. Check me out. I was vindictive,
That's
so
how you
I
felt about your friends?
because they dropped me. They all dropped me.
They chose sides?
Yeah, I had zero. I went from the divorce and walked away with nothing, man.
Oh, well, fuck them.
Yeah, fuck them all.
Yeah.
So I wanted to walk around with the hottest woman and, post on social media. Look what I'm doing. Look at the fun I'm having. And granted, that's kind of like toxic and not healthy.
Petty. It's cool.
Petty.
But that was
cool.
in petty.
It's human.
I admit that, but that's what I wanted to do.
I did the same thing to my neighbor when I got a new car.
You see, we're all petty.
You still driving an old ass Corolla? You pull up in that fucking ass Corolla, man.
Damn.
Yeah, it's natural. That's
Yeah,
a natural
that's what I want to do. So,
instinct.
but eventually, I ran through that, and I just kind of like I wanted to start looking for what I wanted. And to Star's point, I just like it's that chemistry. Like you see them, you're beautiful, yeah. But I approached them, but if we had that vibe, if she was like witty and she would joke with me, and we had a good back and forth, that's one of the biggest turn-ons for me. If we can banter and have that conversation, we can talk about anything. It doesn't have to just be sex or music. We can talk about anything. Mm-hmm. That's a big turn on. Especially if she can make me laugh, forget it.
Yeah.
My pants are coming off.
That's
All she got to do is joke you out your joke me out my panties.
Just joke you out your pants. That's crazy.
Rudy's such an easy Vic.
We're not many are funny.
That's finding a jewel in life, though, man. I think everything is about finding the real lessons in life.
Yeah.
And I mean, some people gotta, you gotta go through your trials and tribulations to get there. And there's nothing wrong with that. But to any man and any woman that's listening to this podcast, I would say that we touching on something today, man. Mm-hmm. Don't worry about the looks. Don't even worry about it. Don't even think about the looks. Because I'm telling you right now, if somebody is fun to you, you enjoy seeing them, you look forward to seeing them every day, they're going to start looking better to you anyway.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
It doesn't matter.
Yep.
Over time, that person going to get sexier and sexier and sexier.
Yep.
You don't need to start with the sexiest person in the room because that person might end up draining you over time. Mm-hmm. Now they're looking less sexy and less sexy and less sexy.
And I think that goes to that point about where people are concerned about what other people think about their newly found attractive girlfriend or whatever.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's like that should be the least of your worries is what they're thinking about.
With your friend, with your
now,
friends
unless she's like super trash, that's different.
Yeah.
But
even if she is, like I said,
if you like it, that's what
you like
should
it.
matter.
I love it, right?
Yeah,
that's all that matters.
Can we all take a lesson from Jack Black?
I don't know.
Can we
the actor Jack Black?
Yeah. Can we all take a lesson from Jack Black? And who was that with Jack Black?
In a movie or Tenacious D or
Shallow Hal.
the
most classic moves. Can we all take a lesson from Jack Black? He was never happier than when he couldn't see what she looked like.
Mm-hmm.
This is true.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I see you need to watch the movie, but when you watch the movie,
I'm not going.
You'll get the reference. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shallow Hal. What was the dude's name? Is his name
Tim Robbins?
Tim Robbins. Tim Robbins, world-renowned motivational speaker, bumped into Jack Black at the beginning of the movie, put the motherfucking hex on his ass. Uh-huh. He can't see what people really look like. All he can see is their insides.
Okay.
So to him, his girl looked like, who was that?
Gwyneth Paltrow.
To him, his girl looked like Gwyneth Paltrow. In reality, she was holding 350.
Okay.
Yeah. But she was beautiful on the inside. So that's all he saw. And he was never happier. Now, my guy from Seinfeld. Who's the guy from Seinfeld?
Which one?
George Costanza?
George Costanza.
Yeah.
Right? He was the best friend, right?
Yeah, that's right.
George Costanza couldn't see it. George Costanza was like, man, what the fuck going on, fam? Bro, what's up with your girlfriend? You know what I'm saying? We should all take a lesson from Shallow Hal, man. He was never happier. It only matters how she looks to me.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
All right.
Yeah.
And beauty's in the eye of the beholder.
That's
as long as you're attracted to her in her own way. And like I said, it's personality and looks for me, like a combination of both. But it's more what's how they treat you. Because like I said, I'm 45. You don't want no drama. And I cannot tell you the value of peace that my girl has given me. I will take peace over bullshit any fucking day, dude. It's something I've never had. And I've told you, I don't know if I've told you this before. For the first year of us dating, I've been open about this on TikTok and with her. I was trying to self-sabotage it because I thought I was bored. I thought this was boring. But all I had known in the past was toxic bullshit.
Yeah.
And horrible women and fighting and all this other stuff. That's what I was used to.
Saying hello.
Even with my parents and my family, that we're always fighting. So that's what I thought a relationship was. Chemically, I was fucked up.
Yes.
And I had to go to therapy and talk to her. And I'm like, I'm not fucking bored. This is a peaceful relation. This is what it's supposed to be like. And I think there's a lot of people out there dating when they shouldn't be dating. They don't want to be bored. They don't want to be alone. They like, the fun of it, but emotionally you're just messed up, dude. And whatever the norm you've got, like I said, I was used to this toxic space. That's not where you want to be, man. I will never go back to that toxic life. Peace is all I want now.
You'll be alone before you
presented
back in that space.
you presented that question to the TikTokosphere.
Uh-huh.
I think I just made that word up.
Yeah, I never heard it before.
It sounds good
It's a place. It's a place on this planet.
I
Trust
think
me.
it exists. I'm
It's
going with it.
It's definitely a place.
It sounds good.
In the
internet.
metaverse or something like that.
Whatever,
Yeah,
yo.
I don't know. Yeah.
You posed this question to the TikTokosphere, and I noticed not one person said that.
Nope.
He should
Nobody
patent,
said
you should
peace.
patent that, by the way.
Nobody said peace of mind. Nobody said, what was the question?
I go, guys, that video got over 1.5 million views. I asked the guys,
Good question.
gentlemen,
Open
what
a
is the
dialogue.
bare minimum you're looking for in a woman in a relationship? And I swear over
That's all.
2,500 comments says she has to be alive or breathing.
Wow.
That's how low
It's bad out there.
standards men are looking at for men.
Yeah, man.
Some guys gave a response and made videos, and I made compilation videos with that. But over the overwhelming response, I just want her to like me.
Yeah. He did a male version. He did a male TikTok.
Norm's laughing, but
Wait,
No.
wait, I want to know why he finds this so humorous.
Nah, because this is the planet we living on right now, dog. Bro, you can learn. Bro, he did a male version. He did a female version.
Yes.
Yep.
This guy's TikTok is saving the world. I'm telling
Trying.
you. I read, bro. I sat up for about an hour, man. I took my medicine. Took my meds.
I do have a. I have a
well, hold
question.
on, Norm, why'd you laugh? I got to hear why you laughed.
You
What's
just
the
said
giggles? What's the giggles?
25 was whatever the percentage of men said they just want somebody alive and breathing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and I have to ask, like,
You should hear what the women was saying.
what is wrong with these dudes?
Thank you. And that
There-
let me segue to that. Us four here, I can say without any doubt and full confidence that we've never had any problems with women,
No.
right? But there are some guys that don't have that star to market power where they can sit across the room and look at somebody.
I got jokes, man.
I'm just saying, based on what you said,
He's for real. He's for real.
some of these guys have never had a
listen to
woman
this
show
guy.
interest in them or approach them. And maybe it's the looks, maybe it's whatever the case is. There's a lot of men out there that don't have that, and they're fucking lonely. And there's actually a group now. I don't know if you guys heard of this. It's called MGTOW, men going on their own. There's a group of men out there,
Oh, that's a close cousin to the whatchamacallit?
the red pills.
No, the incels. It's a
Well,
close
they don't
cousin
hate,
to the incels.
They don't hate
in a
women.
sense, but they're more non-hateful, I guess.
Yeah, they
they
want
just
the
gave up on
opportunity.
women.
Yeah.
And they're going out on their own and like a brotherhood clan. Like, hey, we're all taking care of ourselves, and
Like fucking each other.
No sex. They're just like supporting each other. But they've gone to that. So there's a lot of lonely men out there.
Like the wall in Game of Thrones.
I have to
Nast.
I have to
Go ahead.
and this is my frustration with this topic. And I'm not saying this. I know a lot of women, right?
Okay.
And I know this is from being in the military too. You see all spectrums of men. The most, and I'm not saying corny.
Hold up. Your audio's clicking. Did y'all hear that?
Hello.
Yeah.
I'm back.
He's good.
Okay.
I'm not saying. I don't want to say corny. Everybody, I'm corny to somebody. Everybody, there's a lane for everything. We're talking about House of Dragons, right?
Yeah.
You can sit up here and watch House of Dragons.
Hell
You
yeah.
can read the books, Fire and Dragons. You can do this. You can become a nerd. This, that. And there's a woman that will find that sexy.
Yeah. There will.
There is. You could go play golf. You could play golf. You can know about this club, this, that, and the third. And there's a woman that wants to learn how to play golf.
And she finds that
And
sexy.
you could approach her and say, you know what? I want to teach you how to play golf.
Mm-hmm.
And she will take you and you will become her favorite person in the world because you taught her how to play golf.
No.
The problem I have is these men, they think that their looks, I have to lead with this. Or no, be yourself.
No, don't do that.
Don't be yourself.
Look, man.
Don't be yourself.
I don't get it.
I just told this guy today, man. You're the worst fucking thing that ever happened to fucking microphones.
I don't get it.
Jesus Christ. Stop lying to these
Whoa.
people, dog.
What the hell?
The reality of it is, yes, there's a person that loves golfer. There's a person that loves, but what is happening? What these guys are saying,
Yeah.
is every woman wants Jack Nicklaus. Jack Nicklaus?
Yeah. That's that
Jack
old
Nicholson?
school champion before Tiger Woods. Yeah.
Everybody wants Tiger Woods. Every woman wants Tiger Woods. These men are frustrated. They can't find nobody because there's only one Idris Elba. And every woman made up her mind overnight that I'm not settling for anything
That's
but
my
him.
point. Are they looking for the wrong women?
They're all women. You need to
That's the part I don't
research the TikTok, my friend.
Well, to Norm's point, I think they are because I think, well, first off, we've all had our heart broken, right? Mm-hmm. We've all had a woman like dump us, cheat on us, something. We've all had our heart broken. But what do we do?
Heartbreak is great.
It teaches you a lot, right? It teaches you a lot about, okay, what did I...
Character.
You can either hate that woman, say, you know what, I was a good man and she fucking cheated on me. Or you can say, you know what, maybe I ignored the red flags. Maybe I was too focused on the booty. Maybe I just was too emotional and I should be more careful next time.
Go get the gym.
Yeah, well, go to the gym or go see a therapist, something, talk it out, but don't make the same mistakes, right? So I think there's
Let's
a lot
not forget
of...
about the ones that are too forgiving.
That too. But I think there's a lot of men out there that are so angry that they got hurt. My wife left me for another guy. I lost everything. And they're so fucking bitter that they just are just consumed with hate. And they just hate women from now on. I know a girl right now is getting divorced and she hates all men. I'm like, you don't hate all men. You hate your husband.
Yes.
Yeah. So think about that.
And the moment a woman says, like, guys, they make it a point to let it be known that men ain't shit. That's the type of girl that they're. That's how they are. That's what they're thinking. They don't really hate all men, but it's the ones that just did them wrong.
Yeah, that's a Cat Williams joke. Remember that one?
But that's kind of what I feel like with the men that say that they can't. Like I said, I've been married, so I don't know, man. I know.
Yeah,
like I said,
I was
know
just going to
people-
say that. I was just going to say that.
I know a ton of single people, a ton.
Listen.
And I talk and I listen. I'm in these groups with a lot of women, a lot of and the shit that they say they're asking for, and I'm just looking like, dude, you walked right past the woman that's looking for you. For
Oh, you talking about dudes?
the dude, you walk right past the woman that you're looking for. She's right here. She's in the room with you. You walk past, for like we was talking about earlier, the chick with the BBL that wants the NBA player, and you want her too. You just walk past the woman that you're looking for, though. But you don't see it, though. You're not like, because you're not aware.
Men aren't the problem. Men aren't the problem. Listen, you're a good guy. And speaking of what Rudy was speaking about, you don't know what you're talking about. You're never going to know what you're talking about. I would never date you, but you're a good B+. Maybe an A- to some. You know what I'm saying? Good guy. We're having a conversation about the C-. The
D+.
The D+. Women have made up their mind. I don't want a D. Now, every guy you know will deal with a D+, maybe a C-. If I could get all the other things I'm looking for in a woman. You know what I'm saying?
Because at the end of the day, it's passable still.
But Kevin Samuels was illuminating a point. These guys that have started this website, they're illuminating a point. Even your boy, he got ran out of the game, but I guess he can't.
Don't call him my boy.
But everybody seems to be making the same argument, dog. That there is a pool of single people, and I can't find anybody within this pool that is willing to even give me that opportunity to show that I'm a good guy, that I'll take care of you, that that I would cherish you. There's too many people out here, and then we're seeing a lot of women. Like I said, we had that one conversation on the podcast. I had a really good homegirl.
Yeah.
She's just like tapped out. She's done. And she's fine. I got a cat. I got a job. I got wine. I got my shows on Tuesdays.
So she's like these guys. She's given up.
She hasn't given up, but she feels like she's waiting for Idris Elba.
Oh,
and I'm not settling for anything else than that. And I'm like, you haven't seen him in all this time. You ain't no spring chicken.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So at what point do you lower your standards a little bit to say, I could get back out here and date? Maybe there's a good guy. Maybe I don't need the looks to be a 10. If the personality is a 10, if the responsibility is a 10, if that money's a 10, y'all like that money. If everything else, but it's getting shut down. I could be speaking of something that people don't want to talk about.
No, say
But
it. Say
this is what is being. There is no female incel group.
Yes, it is.
There is no female incel group.
What you mean? Because they are killing men?
Well, I'd say there's
No,
like
I'm
those
just saying.
toxic feminists who there's a
No.
toxic feminist that has a podcast that says kill all men.
Yeah, but I'm not talking
Jesus.
about. I'm not
Yeah.
talking about that aspect of
And,
incels.
and how's that allowed, right? Men can't do that, but that's allowed.
Yeah, that shouldn't be allowed.
It's crazy. That's another double standard. Well, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead.
No, I'm not saying the violent aspect of incels. Incels are responding badly to their situation.
Yeah.
But their situation is they can't find anyone to have sex with them.
Yeah.
That does not exist for women.
Okay.
Trust me. I know plenty of guys. It just doesn't exist.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You're going to find somebody that'll have sex with you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And those women know that, and they don't want to be used up for sex. So they want that emotional, mature guy, whatever the case is. But
yeah, no, you should have what you want. But I'm just saying, like, this complaint, I think we should listen to these guys.
Well, I guess the thing is, we talk about gender wars, right?
yeah, and we're getting there.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
So now that we kind of touched on that, what advice would you give those guys who are just giving up on women? Because again, we all, like I said, are past, and we don't have no trouble in the dating space and with our experience. So what advice would you give those guys, the nice guys, on how to turn that around?
Well, I can speak from experience. I have a couple friends like this.
Mm-hmm.
And what can you say? I try to lift my brother up and try to tell him, man, you got to stay out there, just get out more, a little bit more. But these guys are really drowning. These guys are really feeling like, why? Why get up and go anywhere, dog? Why get up and go, be charming and be a gentleman, and it never pays off for me.
Yeah.
I don't really know what I can say to that guy.
Really? Okay.
I'll tell you what I'm gonna say. Stop acting like a buster. Yo, stop with the
bitch.
Stop with the self-pity, with the, oh, I can't do this. Oh, get a fucking personality. Get some nuts. Man, go lift some fucking weights. Go do something. You could be ugly as shit with muscles. A chick will bag you. Go fucking pick up a hobby.
Are you gonna be the guy that? Are you gonna be the guy?
I'm actually with Nance on that one.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
I'm with them.
Go do some home repairs. She'll take you in.
I don't even know who the fuck this guy is.
Fucking plumbing. Yo,
Are you gonna be the guy that always sees the better side of people, or are you gonna be the asshole? You gotta pick a lane.
I just want men, because I see this. I got this whole post I'm gonna post.
You don't got no friends like this?
No, I do. I got a post.
I got a few.
I've been screenshotting their post.
Okay.
And it's like, oh, the woman wants this. I know these people. And I'm like, yo, so you were a fucking cornball. You're a cornball. I know you.
Wow.
I know why she won't do this with you. Because you're a cornball. And then this person over here, yo, women always boom. And then I'm like, yo, dog, you've been corny our whole life.
Since middle school.
Since we went to first grade together, you were corny. You were corny in high school. You do this now. And now that you're 40-some years old, oh, the women. Yo, it's you.
So it's no chance.
You.
There's no chance for that guy?
It's him. No, it might not be a chance.
So it's not-
You just said that there was women out there looking for corny
What I'm
guys.
saying is, it's you. Go find the corny chick that likes corny dudes. That's who you need to go get with.
She don't exist.
Stop going to get with the cool
But see,
chick.
and that's the thing, that everybody's searching for that fantasy girl. They're not
Yes.
searching for somebody who
The
has
reality.
the interest that they want that girl to have, or the relatable shit.
Yo, fam, you work for
They're not looking for
Amazon.
none of that.
Yo, Becky that works around the corner on the conveyor belt at Amazon. That's who you need to be going for,
Hey,
fam.
you know what Nance is saying? Fuck the girls at work.
Thank you.
I didn't get that. Is that what you were saying?
Is that where you going?
I didn't catch
Hey,
that.
y'all are doing this. Y'all are doing the same shit already.
The reason why I know this shit IQ, and you know this because you were in the military. Dog, you see people get married to each other in the military, and you're like, how the fuck did this happen? You know why? Because y'all sit next to each other all fucking day, and this is what you're like.
The spouse, the work spouse.
No, I know the truth, and I know the truth. And to be real with you, I did.
Please be real.
I did share the truth with my friend.
Yeah.
Bruh, between, like you say, men are from Mars, women are from Venus.
Yeah.
We are two different versions of the same species. But women, in my opinion, and I think this holds water, men date for looks.
Yeah.
Women date for potential.
Okay.
You have to show her potential, fam. If you show any woman potential,
That's true.
you have a shot.
That's true.
If she could see something in you, then you have a shot. This thing that you're calling a loser.
Now, you know the real thing? Get
This
some confidence,
yeah,
man.
this is a man that women can't see anything in.
Facts.
I cannot see the potential in you.
Yeah, you're right.
You can potentially be a Rhodes Scholar. You could potentially make it to the NBA. You could potentially have the world's perfect body. I need to see some potential. Women date for potential.
You could be a great fucking cook.
Ooh, women love food.
Look at Star, man. Star over here, every time Star posts one of the meals on the gram,
You know
there's
what I'm
5 chicks in his DMs probably.
Yep. Women love food, man.
I'm not in his DMs, and I know it's 15.
Yo,
I don't know what it is with women and food, though.
you know, I'm
don't
beginning
know what
to
it is with
appreciate
women
these
and
Yo,
these
fam,
compliments.
Go watch some YouTube
Well deserved.
tutorials.
Well deserved.
You
Listen,
need to- you
go
need
watch
to-
some YouTube tutorials. Put some recipes on TikTok.
Hey.
They go.
Star's cooking show coming soon.
You don't need it, dog. You don't need no more help finding
Cooking with the barcode.
We need to have some of these other
Leave
brothers.
some left for us, man. Come
I
on.
will say this though, when I do express like on these podcasts, like the whole thing about wanting to be approached or getting approached, I don't want people listening to assume that every building I step in, this is what's happening.
Of course, yeah.
Only 75%.
That's why I throw in there. Yo, relax. But it's
60% of the time it works.
60% of the time it works every time. But I will say that, like, doing that, like, get some confidence. Walk into a building.
Yep.
You're going to increase your chances. You don't have to be the best looking dude in the room.
Nope.
Look at me. I don't go, whenever I do speak to a woman who's in a group, if she's in a group, with her girls and this and that, I'm not looking at the best looking girl in the group. Mm-hmm. That's probably the one I'm avoiding.
Same here.
And, I'd rather have the one that's probably in the middle, the one that looks a little ducked off, but maybe like looking the most like fun.
I know this
playful.
for a fact. I can look at IQ. I know this for a fact. Me and IQ have made a career at some point or another off of being assholes. Women like that.
I'm not acting though.
Oh, no.
It's not an act.
Baby, you just got to accept me for me. You got to accept me for me, man. I don't know. I definitely direct when I speak, and I think people
and that's
see
what
that as
and that's
being
what
an
I was gonna
asshole.
say. I think me and IQ have both probably
gonna
been
express
called
myself.
assholes on a number of occasions. I don't
have to.
feel like I'm an asshole,
I don't.
but when you can't, I think that's what I think that confuses women, or that women are confused about, is that it's different when somebody's just being that direct with you and honest. That doesn't mean they're being a dickhead to you.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that perception and the way they're taking that that's completely wrong.
Yeah.
And I've seen that happen. I've had to correct women when I'm having one-on-one conversations. I'm like, I'm not being a dick to you.
Mm-hmm.
Just telling it to you because apparently nobody else is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And maybe I'm saving you from making another mistake.
Mm-hmm.
Is what was happening here.
Yeah, what do they always tell you like a week later? You know what? You pissed me off, but I respect you for being honest.
No.
That's usually what I hear.
Here week after week. That means
Yeah.
that clearly I'm not really an asshole. And you sat there when we left, and you probably thought about this.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Because it was real.
And now you're back to revisit to lay on the next subject matter.
Some people just need to hear it.
There's no shortage of those women. I mean, there's a large cross section of women that have figured out that either I could hear what I want to hear or I could hear what's best for me. Mm-hmm. And those kind of women I never have issues with. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. There are definitely women I should stay away from. You know what I'm saying? If they thin-skinned or they're victimized, the victim mentality.
Oh, God, yeah.
I hate that anyway, so I probably would gravitate away from her anyway. But yeah, man, this world is, with me, I'm constantly saying to men and women, the real reality is this world is a disgusting place. It's hard to live on this planet. You know what I'm saying? And you got to be willing to critique yourself, to hear critiques about yourself. And, I think I've said this time and time again. I said it last time I came here. I'm going to say it again. There's some inventions that just changed the world behind it. When the car was invented, everything else changed after that. When planes were invented, everything else changed after that. Mm-hmm. This internet that we dealing with, man, is changing people.
I agree.
It's changing people.
Got to adjust with it.
Yeah, it's too
easy. We're still in the infancy of social media. It's been, around 8 years maybe? 10 tops?
10.
Yeah.
I mean, reliable internet for sure.
Twitter's like a good 11 years old, I think.
The old dial-up.
It's under 20 years regardless, which is no time in the
Which is no time.
That's nothing, yeah.
And we need to understand that what we're really talking about, of course, relationships is like anything else, is part of the ether, but everything's changing. Every people are being remolded. You know what I'm saying? And people honestly don't like critiques anymore.
I can't take criticism.
They live in bubbles and they don't like their bubble to be popped, man. You know what I'm saying? When I say this stuff at 3:00 in the morning on Facebook, nobody ever argues with me. Like, I know, because you posting by yourself in a dark ass room and shit. And everybody that does argue in the comments, you just brush them off as a lunatic. You know what I'm saying? Fuck you. You're a hater.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're a hater. So this is the bold new world that we all going into. And some of these answers are just going to be question marks for a long time.
Yeah.
Especially between men and women. You know what I'm saying? You don't know how people are going to react, but that is the cross section, man. Men, women, everybody is lashing back against criticisms. So in your dating world, I had to adjust. You say that about me because you know me well, but I think you'd be surprised if you saw me out on the first date. I think you'd be surprised.
No, I mean,
I mean, I can't give you the full You can't get the full Monty.
No, yeah, I don't think that. No, definitely.
I'm gonna run off everybody if that's the case. You got to give it in increments, man. I'm gonna give her 25% shot today.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
I might ask a couple questions on the second day. Girl, are you sure everybody hates you? Because I don't know.
So the guys who are listening, the guys that don't have that success and going out on their own,
Sorry, fellas.
No. I just, yeah,
It's okay. It's okay.
I truthfully feel like a lot of them I've heard, and I speak to a lot of them. They say, "Well, I'm a nice guy," and that's not enough. You have to I love that Marlon Brando Godfather. Be a man. I look at that advice you just said, man.
Yeah,
because that's fucking real. Like, I think you got to put your best foot forward and find a passion, find something you love. Because what worked for me, again, I'm not 6 foot, I'm not Idris, but women always told me they loved that I was ambitious, I had plans, I was always working on something. And I think guys out there, find something you're good at, whatever that is. Find a skill. Yes. And just find some joy in your life and be great at it. And when you're great at something, that's when the confidence comes. Yeah. And that's when maybe the success and money comes, because you finally found something you're great at doing. And that'll naturally come. But if you're like in a miserable place and all you're saying is a nice guy, but you have nothing else, that's not going to work. Mm-hmm. Women do love a man who's ambitious, who has plans, who is not just, I'm going to do this, and he's all words. They like a man who's a man of action. So if they see you in your world, in your life, constantly striving to make things happen, they admire that and they respect that. So that's just, and plus dress better. Maybe just buy a different wardrobe. If you don't like your teeth, get braces. If you a little big, go to the gym, go to therapy, work on your mindset, put your best foot forward, because the nice guy is just not enough. You got to take care of everything else, mind, body, and soul.
I'll take it a step further.
Go ahead.
Being a nice guy is a liability.
Yeah,
I agree.
Don't show that to her.
No.
Don't show that to her. Everybody is, especially in the dating world. Like I said, I'm kind of new to it myself. Mm-hmm. My girl left me. I'm sitting here talking to this bullshit. I miss you, baby. Give you all this good.
Give me another chance, baby.
Hey, I'm always here if you change your mind.
Giving y'all all this good advice. They got me left. You know what I'm saying? But when I did get back out there and I was dating, I was shocked at how much everybody is for self these days. Women are for self. You could spend an entire date counting the times that your date says I and me.
Ooh.
Just count it. Just count it. Count how many little times she says you.
That's relationships too.
What's up with you? Mm-hmm. What do you like to do? I done sat on the complete dates about I, and then me and my friend Mary Bell and Maricel, and we do this, that, and it. She's not interested in you, fam. She's not. She might as well be dating herself. People are out for self. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't kill you. It wouldn't kill you to jump on in there and be like, "Yo, well, show been talking about you for a long time.
Yeah,
there's nothing you really want to know about me." Some people will consider that dickish.
I like long walks on the beach.
You know what I'm saying?
No beaches in South Texas.
I enjoy romantic sunrise every once in a while. Not that you're concerned about that. God damn it.
Hey, I enjoy a good petty here and there. You know,
more than anything.
Oh God.
More than anything else, I'm sitting at this table. Hello.
Wait, Rudy, why you say it like that? You don't like petties?
I've never gotten one.
Don't start, Rudy.
Oh, you're in the same boat as him.
Don't start, Rudy.
Look what you just did.
It's finna get weird, Rudy.
Yeah. Let's continue on. So go ahead. What are you saying?
No.
I'm not a petty guy.
I just need to let you know what you're missing.
Fellas?
I'm a Gen Xer. We don't do petties.
Hold on. You know what, fellas? This is good. More guidance. Women like men to get baddies and patties.
No, they don't.
I've never heard a woman say anything.
You know how many women have tried to take me?
Compliment my hands?
Hey, Rudy.
Oh.
I'm gonna tell you this.
Nice
That's not the same thing as saying women looking for men with men.
Q, hold on.
You ever been somewhere? You ever been anywhere in your
life? I have 100%.
You got model hands.
I didn't even ask the question yet.
Yes.
You ever been in a room full of women and heard one just been like, man, I'm really looking for a guy with French tips on his toes?
No, but they acknowledge if you do have them.
But are you wearing flip-flops for them to see it?
Yeah, maybe.
They won't see it till you're in bed.
Oh, what you mean? You could be on the beach.
It's the,
I don't go to the beach.
You could be somewhere. You wear flip-flops.
Yeah.
Do you know how many times
I could be butt naked
I've
with
been
ankle socks on?
asked to go to the petty salon?
Yeah.
Many of times.
What's your woman?
To go, who's asking?
Wait, I'm about to
Many
say,
women.
Many
Like a date? Like a
Many of times over the last 5 years
where
alone.
you
That's
meet
a good
these
date,
women
matter
at?
of fact. That is a great date.
I'm not saying it's not, but many a times
They like to go on.
women ask you, let's go on a petty date.
Yes.
Word.
Oh, I mean, they don't call it petty date. They just said like, yo, we should go get a pedicure.
We should go get our feet done together. I've been on this earth all these years. It's never been said to me. Not once.
I've never been asked.
You don't-
It must be a generational thing. I'm not saying it's bad, but
I think it's that side of town.
yeah.
You don't look like a petty guy. That's why.
Yeah. Who?
It's because you look like a mean guy.
Me?
Yeah,
You think I look like a mean guy?
a little bit.
My feelings just got hurt.
Rudy, man, you need
No, I
to
don't
go.
think so. I don't think so.
You need to go.
No. Well, I'll try it one day.
Tell you what you need to get
You know what's good
taken care
about it?
I
Get
might
your-
go, but
I believe.
Get your nice facial too.
What's wrong with my face?
No,
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
When the steam is all
I
on
will
that
say
shit.
this.
Woo.
I will say this, and I think Nas can agree with me. I think things like petties, the manis, maybe the facials and stuff like that. I think it's good, not just because it sounds like people think. As a man, I
Yeah.
can see why you think that sounds like a female thing to do.
Because I
get
grew
it.
up with that.
When
I mean, that's just what I know.
but
we didn't
I-
say that. We didn't say that.
Yeah. Well, I kind of. Yeah, go ahead.
But like when
Don't
you're
get
young,
touchy. Don't get touchy.
if I'm 20 years old and you asking me to go get a petty, I'm gonna be like, hell no. Like, no, I don't want to do that. Like, that's for the females.
Yeah.
But as a 30-year-old, I'm 32 now, but I don't think like that no more. Now I'm just like, I'm thinking about self-care. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's how I view these
Have you
things.
got a good foot massage? Because that's part of the care.
That's part of the
I get
pedicure.
I get a massage like once every couple months. Yeah.
God
So it's
bless.
basically
So
a
you know,
massage
The
on your feet.
back, you know.
When
I
they
get
put them
mine
hot
at the
towels
house.
on your calves, bro. Ooh.
I get mine at the
Feels
house.
great.
Yeah.
I get mine at the house with somebody I appreciate. I don't want strangers touching my feet.
Okay,
Yeah.
I
You know what
mean,
I'm saying? Me and baby could get that handled, bro. We don't.
But you're single.
we don't need- Huh?
You're single now.
I'm single right now.
that's one of the things I'm teaching my son.
Hold on, dog.
I don't
hold
self-care
on,
routines
man.
that I
I'm
didn't
not
know
gonna-
about till later.
Uh-huh.
That I didn't realize was important.
What's that?
Like, man, if I wish I knew this shit when I was 18, 19 years old, I'd be getting manicures, pedicures,
Same.
facials, fucking
Same.
stretches, massages. Like, you know how fucked up my body is now?
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you.
Like,
Yeah.
I definitely would.
Don't they call that a guy who gets petties and all that a metrosexual?
Yes, they do.
I remember that term like 20 years ago when
Yes,
it came
they
out.
do, Rudy. That's right.
Okay, there you go.
Or just a grown up.
Or grow up. I don't know. I don't like labels either, man. I hate labels.
Yeah, I've never been the label guy either.
And mind you,
I
I
think-
didn't start doing it until I was about 30.
Okay.
I haven't.
Same.
I
Yeah,
crossed
about
40.
30.
I still haven't touched it yet.
I haven't done it yet. I'll try it. I'll try one
I
day.
feel the same way though.
got
Like
nothing against
I
I'm
wish
gonna
I
feel
did this
weird,
back
but
then.
yeah.
I ain't got nothing against it. I'll do it, but I've never had a woman be like, "Hey,
You know, it's the same thing. Everyone wears low cut socks now, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when I was growing up, those are called booties for like little girls. And I'm like, why is he wearing booties?
like ankle socks."
Yeah, ankle socks, so low cut. But that was just from the 80s and 90s, and it changed. So I remember that was a hard adjustment for me.
What year were you born, Rudy?
77,
See, you're right on that cusp, man. I was born at 80.
80, yeah. So
That 3
a
years.
different
man,
era.
It's right there, man.
A lot of changes, man. A lot of changes.
I was born in 90.
I was in high school. God damn, man. I was watching Batman
Those are these streets.
in
already.
90.
I was snuggly right in between y'all. Like
Yeah.
we got this corner over here, and then this guy.
Yeah. Well, I like that. We got perspective from all generations and all that. So now that we talked about petties and all that, I want to talk about the next thing. That's masculinity.
Let's do it.
You must be an experienced podcaster.
Yeah, I've been doing it for a while. I listen to a lot of other seasoned, vets out there.
Yes,
Party
yes.
today.
But check this out. I think
We're
another
all about
part.
seasoning over here.
I think another part of all those guys who haven't had success with women don't know what masculinity is because there's a lot of confusion out there. You heard of toxic masculinity. You can't approach women. You can't hold the door for women. You hear all this shit online, right? I don't have any personal experience in real life, but that's what you hear. And IQ, as you mentioned, social media is heavily influenced the mentality of a lot of young men. I think a lot of guys preach like all women only want this and this and that. I'm like, okay, are you learning from this from personal experience or are you just repeating what you hear online?
All right.
So
Most people just repeat.
yeah, because they don't. Yeah,
right.
I go. Let me make up my own damn mind. I'll learn on my own. So I think masculinity is in question, and that's why a lot of them are in the place they are. Like just like in a low, I have no confidence. I just want a woman to like me space. To counter to that video, like I was asking women, like, hey, what's the bare minimum that you want? I had over 80 responses of women saying, I want a masculine man. So let me ask all three of you. Let's start with Mr. Starr. What is masculinity to you?
Well, if it's the way they describe it, it's not me.
Okay.
It's not me. Because the idea, I've seen women who say, like, I want like the real man.
Yeah.
That real man that they show me, that's always the image they pull up, is always this like model type bearded guy, the perfect hair. Everything is like what they can't obtain necessarily.
Okay.
Almost like men, how they say men want what they can't obtain either.
Mhm.
It's the same thing too.
Okay.
In my opinion. And but you know, if like when I see like let's say what the guys who cut down trees, fucking
Lumberjacks.
Lumberjacks. There you go. Yeah.
like if you said like, yo, what's a real man? I'd be like, probably one of those guys.
Yeah.
That looks like what a real man probably looks like.
Flannel's involved.
But it's gonna be a flannel. Yeah, he wearing a flannel with the boots and the jeans. Like, that's probably what a real man is.
A fucking flannel.
How many Carhartt overalls do you own?
Oh my God.
But
That's an honest answer. Thank you for that.
yeah, I'm just saying like, if you ask me, that's what I'd be like. That's probably what a real man looks like, I guess. And but at the end of the day, like I can't worry about what they look like, what somebody else looks like. I'm over here working on me. So
Okay.
you know, that's usually the least of my worries. But you know, if they're looking for that, then I'm sure that there's somewhere. There's a lumberjack cutting a tree down somewhere.
Okay. IQ? Yeah.
I don't believe in the concept at all. I feel like it's an 80s mindset, especially a lot of the masculinity that some of these women, I think some of these women probably would be better served detailing what they consider masculine. If you're going to say, I'm looking for masculinity in a man. But as far as a concept is concerned, I really think the only measure of masculinity for me is how comfortable you are with yourself. The more comfortable you are with yourself, whatever you happen to be. You know what I'm saying? And would you be hard pressed to tell me that Prince wasn't a man's man? You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people do.
The women loved him.
The women loved him. He had some of the, I say all the time, I'm a Prince fan. I say all the time, Prince had this, the androgynous aesthetic that was hot in the 80s, obviously. But Prince also dated some of the finest women on the planet Earth. At least the top three, you know. Vanity, I could go.
Oh, she's my first crush ever, man.
Nona Gay. You know, Prince had a roster. So it's, you know, you have some people who feel like masculinity is based off of just what we talked about, your dating, what kind of women that you can garner. And I've learned through my life that that's toxic. It's toxic to allow a man to think that. You know what I'm saying? Because if you base your manhood off of the success you have with women, you can be tanked.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? If you base your manhood off of this imagery of a bodybuilder guy with a beard and a lumberjack and all that, you can be tanked. You know what I'm saying? Because you might not ever be that.
Yeah.
If you base your masculinity off of a professional athlete or a lot of the colloquialisms that we hear when we hear women and men talking about masculinity, you could be tanked. But if you define it as a man who is comfortable with himself, what he is, what he has to offer, what he has to bring to you as a woman, what he has to bring to, let's say, your children. I have 2 sons, and this is how I talk to them. Because I'm worried that they're going to be whatever they turn out to be in life. Right. And then they themselves are going to think I'm not a man because I don't stand up to Crunk's lumberjack standard. You know what I'm saying?
Yo.
You feel me?
Crunk's lumberjack?
That's not my standard. But I was saying that I get what you're saying though.
You got 2 boys. You got 2 young boys.
Yeah.
You're going to grow with them and you're going to have these fears that I have. And then you're going to change the way that you start to see things.
Yep.
So this is a man's opinion after some years on this earth and some experiences. I probably would have said something different when I was 20. But I think now this thing that I'm describing as a man, probably one of the hardest things for any man to do. Be comfortable with yourself. It's a lifetime journey. But if any man partakes in that journey and you find yourself, you're at peace with yourself. When you approach women, they get the sense off of you like, man, this guy's fine with himself.
Yeah.
You don't have too many questions about what he brings to the table. I think that's the way that you achieve optimum masculinity. That's the only way that you could get there, in my opinion.
Okay. And Norm, before we get to your answer, I just want to bring up Prince. I have to admit something. You mentioned Prince last time in the last podcast we're on. I had never seen Purple Rain.
What?
So this year I saw Purple Rain for the first time.
What'd you think?
He was a dick.
Yeah.
He was a dick until the very end.
Yeah.
Apollonia bought him a guitar. And she's like, I got something for you. And then he slaps her. And like, what the fuck? And then he didn't give those girls credit for the song until the very end. He was a charismatic cat, but he was a dick. until the very, very, very end. So I didn't like him that much, but it's a great movie. Great soundtrack.
Let me add this, though. Let me add this.
I hope I didn't piss you off.
No, you didn't piss me off. You didn't piss me off. But I'm a huge Prince fan.
I am too. I love his music.
No,
Pussy Control's one of my favorite ones.
Let me add you some nuance, and then you can watch that movie again because it's one of those rewatchables. Let me add some nuance though, because I saw the interview, so I'm kind of cheating.
Okay.
I know what Prince that movie was a movie. It was a soundtrack, and it was a autobiography as well.
Yeah,
it's a true story. So, yeah, what Prince was trying to get across in that movie was he was a rock star in that movie. He's a rock star. Everybody in that place knew his talent. You know what I'm saying? But this asshole dynamic that he had towards the women that in his life, but also, you know, he had this antagonistic relationship with Wendy, the other people in his band.
Yeah.
Because he didn't want to give up the spotlight. He wanted to be the guy. You know, he didn't want them writing songs, and when they would write him a song, he would reject it. And he was a dick in that kind of way. But what Prince really was in that movie was he was broken. That's why they included his home life.
And with his dad, his relationship.
Yeah, sitting in the fucking corner like a 3-year-old when his dad is beating the fuck out of his mama. That's really what he was. He had an interview where he kind of delved into that. But he was saying, in essence, these guys that we look up to, these big rock stars, big rappers, whatever the case may be, they're broken in essence. You know what I'm saying? And that's what he was trying to get across in that movie. He was a big time rock star at the time.
Yeah.
And that's his real life. His dad really beat his wife. So, you know, he has a lot of interviews where he says that he feels like a little boy a lot of times. Like, I'm still 6 years old because he was helpless to help his mama when his daddy would beat him up. And he looked up to his dad because his dad was also a musician.
Yeah. Yeah. So there you go. I actually see it now in a different light now.
Now, you go back and watch that movie again, though, and pay attention to the scene where he's in the basement and he starts spazzing out. And he's just throwing shit because he can't find, he got writer's block. He can't.
Yeah.
He starts whipping into this box and he realizes what he's throwing. It's his dad's old music because his dad would never share his music with him. His dad would never tell him about his musicianship.
Yeah.
So it kind of built a bond between this guy that was beating his mom, this guy that he despised. And then, you know, he saw some humanity in his dad, even though his dad was a drunk and abusive and all the things that made him feel like a 6-year-old, even though he's a grown man, his daddy made him feel like he was 6 years old. That's my Prince spiel.
Yeah. Right.
Purple Rain. It was one of the greatest movies of all time.
That was good. I see totally different now.
Real shit.
Masculinity.
Shit. I don't know. what I mean by that, because whatever the typical things are, like, I don't subscribe to them.
Yeah.
So I think it's just a word like that people throw out there, but they really don't know what they want out of a person.
It's a construct.
It's like, for example, somebody might say a masculine man is a handyman. I'm not fixing shit.
Okay.
I will make the phone call and I will pay the charge to have it fixed.
Yeah.
Does that mean
I'm glad you said
more masculine? But the job gonna get done. It don't matter to me who do the job.
Not in my book.
But I'm glad you said that though, because you know there's different versions of what a real man is to different people. So,
Right.
So it's like somebody might say like all of us here in this room, like we might be the definition of what a real man is because we take care of our own. It could be something simple like that. We take care of our kids or whatever.
It's true.
That could be somebody's standard for what a real man is. You know what I mean? And
what's crazy is that same metric are some people's standard on why you're not a man.
exactly.
You know, if you're a single dad, you cook, you clean, and you got your kids. And a lot of people look at that as not being manly.
Yeah.
It kind of ties into
Like a role. The
conversation we were having.
And like the pedicures.
Not like the pedicures. Not like the pedicures. But I'm
to each their own.
I was intrigued. I was intrigued on your page with the one female that said, you know, she's not interested in being your mommy, being a man's mommy. And, you know, that kind of opened the conversation we were having. I guess maybe she's alluding to a guy that.
The common complaint that I hear a lot of women, and again, I get tons of messages about that. I don't want to be a man's mom. They're complaining that men don't know how to cook for themselves, wash their clothes, how to fold clothes, how to do just general things to survive. Like they're getting texts from their husband. How do you make your coffee? And she's got to walk him through, call him and teach him how to cook, make a cup of coffee. Like they're that useless. And they go, I feel like a mommy. I feel like men don't want a woman. They want a mommy to replace them because they just have no survival skills whatsoever. And I'm like, yeah, it's a one-off. But the more women I see, the more videos I see, there's a lot of women who I think maybe they married young and these guys didn't just went from their mama's house to, to the married house. I don't know what the case is, but they have zero skills. And that's what they're complaining about. They can't pay bills. They can't manage their checkbook. They can't do nothing. And they got to do everything on their own.
That's part of the reason why sometimes I feel, and I'm not saying my way, my thought process is the right way for everybody. Yeah. But I think that like people who are fresh out of like high school or, fresh out of their mama's house, it might not be the best move to just like up and marry immediately.
I agree.
And I think there should be some life experience first.
Yes.
I don't really like marriage for me, like between the ages of 18 and 24, maybe 25 might be, to me, it's kind of crazy. That's just my opinion.
We need more men like you, man. I totally agree. But a lot of them are scared to be alone. They don't want to go out by themselves. They want somebody with them. That's why they get married now.
I've actually been shitted on for choosing to be single, choosing to be alone. I've been bashed for that.
Yeah.
Over the years.
You know what's really crazy? This thing that they're calling being their second, being your mom again, or whatever. It seems to me that's a byproduct of the other idea of masculinity that you had. You're creating these men with this other idea of masculinity because, like I say, when I said it's an 80s mindset, this masculinity thing.
Yeah.
The old structure was the man doesn't clean. He doesn't cook. He doesn't iron. He doesn't clean up the house. He's the breadwinner. And the woman does all that.
Right.
And a lot of people would say that's a man's man. You feel me? Now you take that man and you put him in a dating situation with somebody else. Yeah, he don't know how to cook. Yeah, he don't know how to clean. I thought that's what you asked for. I thought that's what you said, a man's man.
But you know what happens then? And that's the part that I get it from both sides. If you pay the cost to be the boss, right? If you are paying all the bills, you doing all this and the providing, the woman's not usually going to complain about having to be your mama.
Not yet.
So it's kind of like that balance of like,
I told you that's
probably complaining because we working like a partnership with everything else. And I got to do this over here.
I'll tell you, that's foreign to me. I'll never hear that complaint.
Yeah, some of them are like, they're both working. It's 50-50. They're both full-time employees, but he still expects her
I support 50-50.
to do more.
to do everything at the house.
Single mamas raise well-rounded boys. There's no option for me not to know how to clean up.
Oh, yeah, I ain't had an option.
I was doing the cleaning. Yeah, and that shit better be done by the time I get home from work.
I was doing the ironing, bed making.
I did some cooking. I did all that, man.
Laundry.
Mama at work, man. She got 2 jobs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's never a complaint I've heard. But I was, like I said, I was interested. Like, well, who do you know? I came in talking about it. Who the fuck are these guys that don't know how to clean up after they?
Me and my wife had over the years. We had an argument about too, and I'm pretty sure even in this case it applies. Is also was understanding that what you're asking me to do. For example, if I come in the house and I kick my shoes off right here, right? You might walk in and be like, "Yo, you're leaving your shit everywhere." Those shoes ain't bothering me. That's your issue.
I know I got OCD.
It's not dirty. It's not dirty. It's bothering you.
That's bothering the fuck out of me.
So we got to work around that. That don't mean that you clean it up after me. That means that it's bothering you. And I got to take into account that I'm bothering you. But me sitting my shoes literally right here, it's not a mess.
Yeah.
For me.
Get your cheeseburger. Take the pickles off if you don't like them later on. Get out in your relationship, bro.
So sometimes with the mommy thing,
if you got a girl that's a neat freak, then I am a neat freak.
Yeah,
y'all see my house, man. Yep. I'm a neat freak, so yeah, I'm not gonna be able to make it with somebody that's like that.
Yeah, or you know what I'm
saying?
Like that's cool because she's real OCD on certain things.
Extra OCD.
She was like, "Yo, I just pick up around." I pick up the shit that I'm responsible for.
Yeah.
And then I'll start noticing, I will notice, oh, my shoes are the one thing out of place.
Let me get this shit,
Let me get this shit out the way.
Baby gonna spaz if she see this.
Yeah, but if you just constantly coming like, yo, your shoes, like, yo, I just got off work. My shoes, I'm kicking them off right here. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's a ebb and flow. It's a balance that every couple gotta meet. And that's what I said. There's a danger with a lot of the mindset on both sides of the
with
fence,
that standards that they
have.
have.
Like you going into the game thinking you're gonna find something that knows everything about you and how you like to have it. That just probably don't exist.
Nope.
It probably don't exist. But I think I keep going back to the TikTok, man. I think it's beautiful I think you got the patience of a saint. Number one.
Oh, I don't, but thank you for saying that.
He just doesn't record them.
There's a lot of editing there.
I was talking today because we was talking on our podcast because they got these kind of, I'm a musician, and when you put music out, a lot of people are going to critique it openly. You know what I'm saying? And I've seen some of the responses in your, and you do a good job of just staying above the fray. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to readdress that. And this ain't about me. This is about, men versus women and what men see and women see. You do really good at that because I'm not that good a human being.
Yeah, it's. I mean, I've almost been canceled like 3-4 times and all that, but it's a crazy space to be in, and you have to be careful with the words and verbiage. And it's funny how a word can get you.
Yeah, what's the tricky part of that?
Like one time I said a man should be able to help around the house, and I got tore up for a week saying it's not help, he's obligated. It's his house. Yeah. It's also his responsibility. So just the fact of me saying that pissed off and triggered a whole bunch of people.
Let me break some down for you, Rudy. I'll tell you one of my gifts in life.
What's that?
I am the master of those things of you shouldn't use that word right there.
Pretty good at it. He actually is very good.
Like,
teach me.
Yes, I would teach you the way.
Thank you, Obi-Wan.
To get your point across.
The hardest part is not
editor. That's what I am. I'm the editor. I'm the editor.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
The hardest part is being a front end editor. I think a lot of people can see it after I said it. Like, ooh, I probably should have went there. But words are coming out in real time, man. It's hard to kind of, but I'm not big on people that really. Some of the points that you're making are higher points. You know what I'm saying? And you're working with the semantics, brother. Get off the semantics so we can really solve the problem.
The other item with guys not knowing what to do, there's a term that I never heard about until this year. It's called weaponized incompetence. And that's what I was just Googling right now. Ooh. Weaponized incompetence is a term somebody came up with when guys are acting like they don't know how to do it. And they're just like, I don't know what to do. And they're just acting silly. And they're like, oh, just get out the way. I'll get it done. A lot of women are claiming that men are doing that.
I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean.
Oh my!
I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean by guys, but all three of my kids have mastered that. even my daughter. What do you mean, Dad?
Weaponized incompetence.
You meant do all the dishes? Yes, motherfucker, all the dishes, nigga. Why would you do 3?
Yeah.
I'm incompetent, Dad.
I just think they're trying to make up a term for everything.
I agree.
Yeah, I think that's just.
I agree.
You can really just say like, "Yo, just fucking do this shit." Like,
because it's human nature. I do it too. Like, but a lot of times because like, yo, you want me to do it your way. I don't want to do it your way.
Yeah,
I don't know how to do it.
Yeah.
I will say this though. I will say this just to the universe, just to the ether.
Okay.
Everything that happens to you is not a thing.
No.
It's not a thing. Just because it happened to you or your dude was like this, this idea that the last guy I dated was a douche. Yeah, so clearly he represents all men everywhere, right? Yeah, so the guy I dated was a douche. Everybody's a douche, right? Maybe there was a guy that, who came up with this?
Who's that?
Male or female? Weaponized incompetence.
Oh,
who
it's actually
this phrase?
It's actually from a guy invented in 2007. It was a workplace term, like you're at work and this guy or person says like, I don't know how to do it. Can you do it?
Yeah. We work with those people too.
Yeah, we all know that person.
So it's not gender related.
It's not. It's not. But they're using it with that particular circumstance. Like I don't know how to do laundry.
Yeah,
I showed you.
It's been co-opted.
Here goes the thing. Like let's keep for people going into relationships. Like I said, I'm not the single, but like. None of this shit's gonna be perfect. It's all like, what's the point if you're not gonna learn, grow? Like, hey man, you were making the spaghetti this way. Guess what, man? You a little too much pepper, man. She likes it with this over here. Like, that's the point of continuing on, growing with people. Like, I didn't realize that you don't like me driving in the fast lane at 95 miles per hour. You want me driving this lane. Like my wife, for instance, she don't like driving in my car. She's not drive too fast. It makes her queasy, this, that, and third. So you know what I say? We go somewhere. Well, you drive. Is that the basket? No, it's just simple. It's simple. I'm going to drive the way I want to.
Simple solution.
It's a simple fucking fix, man. Nothing to get into a big argument about, well, you're just going to sit here and do. That's relationships, bro. Like, that's life. That's just how things happen, man.
I usually see things from a male perspective. I'm guilty of that bad. I can't really see the other side sometimes because I've been a man all my life. But I will say, on all women's behalf everywhere, to my brothers, stop it, dog. there is no such thing as not knowing how to do something. There's no such thing. Not as long as YouTube exists.
You just don't want to do it.
I laid hardwood floors in my own house with my own hands.
I
dog.
have too.
If you want to do it, you know how to do it, dog. Quit playing. Just tell her the truth, nigga. I don't want to
I
wash
wanna
these
do that
clothes.
shit.
I don't want to wash these clothes.
Yeah, I want to do it.
I don't want to do that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I hate folded clothes. I hate it. Yo, I don't
Yeah,
want folded fucking clothes, son.
They probably starting to feel like
I'd rather take the shit to the fucking laundry bag, pay them to have them fold the fucking clothes. That's what I'd rather do.
It's a more honest response, dog. You just don't. You just don't want to. You definitely know how to wash dishes. Quit playing. You can get through the steps, right?
I just don't like doing this shit, yo.
I don't want to do it, man. I'm waiting for you to get home, man. What time you get off work? I'll just be real.
I honestly think that, we've said like, I'm OCD, things have to be a certain way. I think that element in a relationship could also make things go sour, because if you're a perfectionist and your husband does the dishes and they're done, but they're not done your way, you can't get upset because they're still done. If he mops or vacuums, it's done, but maybe you just grow up. Maybe he folded the towels
He ain't got
the wrong
lines.
way,
He
but
ain't
they're
got the lines
folded.
in the carpet, yo.
You can't get mad at him because, hey, they're done, but there's some women out there, no, he needs to do it my way.
No, that's true.
Yeah.
No, that's true.
And
No.
and that's on you. You're
like-
creating that space because he's doing what he needs to do, but it just because it's not folded the exact way doesn't mean it's wrong.
At least in my marriage, that's how it's going to have to work. I like it folded in thirds. Good. I'm going to unfold all these motherfuckers. Go ahead. So you can get right to it. We want it the way you want it. That's right. That's right. You're right. You're right. We got to have it the way you want it, man. But if I fold it, that's what it looks like.
Yeah.
It's already folded, man. We already good.
And there's, I guess, just to add on to that,
Yeah.
Just a little communication when it comes to like, if it's like something small that like you would like your partner to do. I think that's nothing that can't be handled with small conversation over like an argument.
Mm-hmm.
But if like if the situation is that extreme where like it's almost everything, because you have the women or men too who complain constantly about their significant other basically doing everything wrong.
Yeah.
They don't like almost anything they do. It's like, why are you still there?
I know, leave.
You can always
right?
leave. And I think that's a problem that a lot of people have is it's a problem to leave.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to leave, though. You know that.
Yeah, but why? But
hard.
there's
I'd
a
say
point
that
where you just have enough, man.
Yeah, you
I mean,
got to, but I would say, I see a lot of people stay in stuff. I can see why it's hard.
It's going to be a point where it's hard to leave, but it's hard to stay.
Yeah.
yeah.
You at a
I think we were talking about
50-50.
that sometimes, like that financial tie-in sometimes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And the kids, though. You got kids. And then, like, I'm telling you.
You can't afford to leave.
You live in a 3-bedroom, you leave, you got to provide a 3-bedroom still.
I'm telling
It
you.
ain't easy.
Bruh,
Look, you might
But
not
you
be
can
able to move to that 1-bedroom studio.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm telling you right now, this is going to come off harsh.
Say it.
This is going to be the reason why Rudy's not going to invite us back anymore.
Fight you back. I'm coming back.
You come,
I'll be here.
yeah.
I'm always you're about to give some legit rude advice.
Okay.
No, it's not rude advice. I'm just going to say, man.
Say it.
Bro, nobody wants to go out and retrain somebody else. Bro,
Yeah.
I got my head just the way I like it. She knows exactly how to toot. When we go to the back, and she gets it exactly at the angle I like it. She makes my French toast with the powdered sugar and not that other bullshit.
The granulated sugar.
I'm not finna go out here and get me a brand new model and retrain this nigga from scratch. This is bullshit. This is bullshit. I'm telling you right now, dog. That's kind of where I'm at. I done went on a couple dates.
You're set in your ways, what you're saying.
No, I'm not set in my ways. I'm open-minded, but I don't know this motherfucker. I don't know you.
Mm-hmm.
It's too many question marks. How do you make your waffles?
Random question.
It's
You
ugly
you
out
can-
here.
You just say you don't know. I've seen people get married after being, together for a month.
Too fast. That's stupid.
I've seen these
Crazy
people
people.
remain married.
It's like inviting a maniac in your house and just
Yeah.
Now, mind you,
Rolling
see
the
people
dice.
together.
We just knew. Like,
This motherfucker don't turn into
shit.
a
So
rapist.
y'all don't think that can work?
I think that's why I said earlier that in some cases, like coming out of like, marrying immediately might be okay for like some people. It's more of a rare case.
Some
Like if
people.
you got married at
Maybe
18,
three people.
Let me take
and you're happy at
Hold on,
30.
pause.
Yeah.
Horrible idea.
Look, I'm taking over the show real
No,
quick.
I think it's a horrible idea too.
Let me ask a different question.
I will remind
I
people.
want to answer. Go ahead.
Let me ask a different question. Your girl right now,
Yeah.
is there any difference? How long y'all been together?
It'll be 3 years in December.
3 years. Who she was the first month? Is she the same person right now?
Actually, yeah.
Bingo.
He knows.
But hold on.
He knows that because he took his time to get to know her.
Yeah.
No,
I took my time. Yeah.
No. But what I'm saying is, who he met that first month, She's exactly that now. What happens if he said that first month, I'm going to trust it, go ahead and do it?
It might have turned out good.
It's a 50-50 chance.
But a lot of people say you don't know what a person's going to turn
She's
into.
the only woman in my entire life that actually did that. Everybody else, I would have been fucked.
Most people do.
I would have been fucked.
Most people,
let's expand the conversation because I think you're about to go to a deep place.
Well, I'm just saying, most people, fuck a relationship. Most people that you know after a month are still giving you the version of you that they want you to see.
Yeah.
Hold on. See, this is what we talked about. Full circle moment because we talked about this on another pod. You said you did the work. You were doing the work. You went through therapy, this, that, and third.
Oh, yeah.
Do you think you were more recognizing of who this person was initially and not what you wanted because you were more in tune with yourself?
Yeah. I was a problem. I was a problem with the relationship because I thought I had women figured out. I'm like, no, she's just all lying. This is all bullshit. She's got a guy best friend, whatever. I was trying to find everything wrong with her. And she's proved me wrong. I've said many times, she's proved me wrong because everything I was expecting for her to do, she didn't do. She's actually the person she is. She's wonderful.
So do you think men and women, this is for actually both sides.
Yeah.
If they do the work on themselves, they can recognize these red flags or whatever way quicker. Not having to wait 6 months, not having to wait 8 months to figure out. No, 1-2 dates. I got this shit figured out.
No, she's going to hide the flags.
Impossible.
She's hiding the flags.
That's impossible.
Yeah. People are putting their best foot forward for at least 3 months.
Exactly.
You don't know who they are until like 6, maybe a year.
Don't listen to him. I told you.
I'm just asking.
Y'all can tune into the podcast, our podcast, and you'll see. Stop listening to him.
I'm asking
Start
a
listening
question.
to me.
I'm asking a legit question.
You're not ready to be married or even committed in a relationship until she talks to you while she's shitting with the door open.
I've been married 19 years. We don't shit with the door open.
Your wife don't talk to you while she's shitting?
No, I don't want to talk to you while you shit. That's not
real love. That's not
a barometer.
I'm in the other room talking to her, but I'm not looking at her.
That's not a barometer.
No. I knew something was wrong, man.
But that's not a barometer.
Wait, what is a barometer?
No, that's my girl. Stop closing the door when she's shitting. Now I was walking there.
Yeah.
Baby, what you doing?
Why you want to smell the shit for?
She doesn't want me to, but she's just not ashamed anymore.
I ain't saying shame, but I want to smell your shit though. Like,
That's your time.
I don't want to. It's a comfort level that was reached.
I still need my alone time.
That's my time too.
Come on.
She'll leave the door open, but I keep it closed, the fan on, and everything. So like, no, that's my time. That's my fortress of solitude.
Yeah.
Y'all
No
got
one
good
can get in there.
relationships. Y'all got good relationships. She used to come in the door when I was shitting. She would just walk in like,
hey.
I needed the toothpaste.
Now, the reason why I'm bringing this up because I'm going back in time.
Okay.
About
I
friends,
cover my nuts
family.
up. Oh shit!
Like for example,
Oh baby, wait a minute.
like
You didn't tell me he was coming
You
in.
didn't tell me he was coming in.
I was talking to I ain't gonna say who. I was talking to a person and he was complaining about his baby moms.
Yeah.
And the shit he was complaining about, I said, yo, she was like that. Who she is 8 years later, 10 years later. She was that when you met her. You told me, boom, boom, boom. Yeah, she be wilding about this. She be doing this. But I like XYZ over here. Or the sex is crazy. This, that, and third. But what you complaining about now was the issue.
So he was
Date number 2.
So he saw the red flags, but he was ignoring them.
And so
'Cause
that's
the
why I'm
sex.
asking on the flip side of that, is it possible to, in a 2-3 dates,
No.
if you go in.
We have already answered this question.
Okay.
You are not going to finesse it on us.
And
So
again,
you can find the red flags, but
That's
you
a
don't
bad
see
idea.
There are-
the green flags.
That's a bad idea.
to your point, there are people that respond and make videos. No, I knew my husband was a man at 19, and here we are at 45 years old. And I'm like, all right, but would you recommend that to your kids? And they all say no.
Right.
They all say no.
Don't get it twisted. I respect what you're saying, and it exists.
It happens.
There's people
It
that
happens.
linked
Yeah.
the first time they meet each other, they knew they was meant for each other. Those two people should still wait. Just
Yeah,
wait.
'cause that's just
It's alright.
infatuation.
Yeah, give it 4 months so you know for sure.
And what they're doing is when they stay, what do? They
They
move.
get married right away.
No,
What they're doing is they're putting barriers so no one can leave. They move in together. Now they get a car together, and then they get a pet. So now you're kind of obligated with them with more layers than just breaking up. Maybe one gets pregnant. Now you're fucking locked in.
No.
And then 10 years goes by. You know what? Hey, I love her. We're happy, but
And
that's all you know.
And I think that's one thing that shouldn't happen in a relationship is you should never have to feel obligated.
Yeah.
Let me be this guy. Yeah, I want to be the contrarian.
You like me.
No, this is good. It's good content for people. This is good content for people.
Yeah.
We got to cover all the angles.
Sometimes, hold on. Sometimes the fact that you were locked in and you weren't able to run away, maybe that's what got y'all over the hump to keep shit going.
Is that where you want it? Well, true, but is that what you want?
I'm just saying.
I do feel like
I'm just saying.
I do feel like
Why am I making the face?
I don't know. 'Cause I know. I'm literally.
No.
I'm literally just devil advocating things right now.
I do.
Because I've been there. Yeah.
I do feel like every human being has a level of crazy, and you better stick in there till you see they're crazy, and then decide.
You
if
want to
can
see
deal
them at
with
their
it.
worst.
Yeah. Decide if you.
There we go. That's
You
more
want to
so
see
what
them
I
at
was
their
saying.
worst, and in those first 2 to 3 months, they're probably just not going to allow you to see that, see them in that way. And I will remind everybody that Ted Bundy had a girlfriend.
Yeah.
It's a fact.
And she thought he was the nicest
You don't
man in
gotta
the
say
world.
nothing else. It's true.
Yeah.
Well, I
She
mean, he
called
was the
him.
nicest guy to her.
She probably
To her. Yeah.
She probably sent him good morning text. No, she didn't. He didn't. What was it?
Early
They had-
70s,
they had
yeah.
texts
Hit on the
back then.
Hit on the patient. Call me real quick so I can tell you good morning.
It's the facts.
Yeah.
A bird with a note on his foot.
He hoped she had a grand rising.
Yeah, Grand
But-
Rising Queen.
The maester sent the pigeons.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
I put out a video like what you shouldn't do in the first 6 months while dating. And I said, move in together,
Good.
get a pet,
Good. Get a pet.
give them money
No,
to buy a
together.
car. You know how many women give guys money to buy a fucking car?
That's a bad idea.
Yeah,
They do it though. It's like,
know
what
that
are you
right now.
doing?
Yes.
For anything, I don't. If you
Motorcycles.
if somebody,
I mean,
just said-
I would take it.
Would you though?
I would
I don't
never.
think you would.
I would never
If
take
you were dating 2 weeks and she said, you know what? I know you want that bike. Here's 15 grand. You would take it or 1,500.
Well, I'd ask questions. What's the catch?
well, the real question is, do you need that 1,500?
No, the motorcycle. She buy you a bike. She buy you a motorcycle.
No.
For 5,000.
You went too far already.
Yeah.
1,500. Yep.
You went too far already.
Yep.
Okay.
Should this woman recognize that you need the 1,500 in the first place?
I don't.
If I
know.
want a bike,
I
I'm
didn't
gonna
go
get that bike right now. That's it.
Maybe
I couldn't take it.
maybe she just wanted to gift you.
This is a lesson on ignoring the red flags.
I think people that do that, they're
know what
like
I'm
in that anxious. There's like there's three attachment styles, and I think they're the anxious style, which is like I think he may leave, so I may have to do things to keep him locked in. And I think that's what they're doing because it's safety it's peace of mind on them knowing if they're helping you get something that you're more obligated to stay with them.
And I
Therapy.
left the relationship for that reason.
Boom, there you
know,
go.
You know where those women always end up? Always end up
Alone.
on the people's court. I'm a big fan of the
I
people's
want
court.
my couch back.
Well, guys do it too. They buy purses, they buy gifts. They think, hey, if I shower her with these things, she's going to stay.
Yeah, we never sue though. We never sue. Judge
We never
Millian-
take them to court. Okay.
Judge Millian is inundated with women to be like, I want my goddamn phone back.
I literally know. I know I
They broke up with me. I want my motherfucking Hyundai back.
You know, it's funny. I know IQ's whole schedule just off of what time he's home for the gym right now.
Yeah.
Definitely after the gym.
That's messed up.
Judge Millian is my daily background music. No matter what the fuck I'm doing, I'm going to run through a couple episodes of People's Court. Just throw that on.
Mine is Unsolved Mysteries. I have found a 24-hour Unsolved Mysteries upstairs on Freebie.
Everybody got a show. Everybody got a show. When you really don't feel like watching TV, but you just need something on in the background.
Yep.
Just in case I got a conversation with somebody in the meeting in between time. What you watching, man? That's People's Court. I don't even know what this is about.
I'm a,
Yeah.
I'm a Law and Order or CSI guy for that.
Those are
That's a
good.
one. That's a good one.
Throw it on.
That's a good one.
You don't really have to pay attention.
No, it's classic. Can't go wrong with that.
So we got like 15 minutes left, 20 minutes. So let me
Forensic
ask you guys
files.
this, guys. I didn't tell my girlfriend I loved her until a year later. And people gave me shit about that. And the reason I went with that approach was I said that word too loosely in the past.
Yeah.
Because 2 weeks in, 2 months in, and it always bombed on me. And
ever
it
do
always it never worked out.
You ever do it just out of reciprocation?
No.
She never.
I said, I'm not there yet. She knew I was a mess. She
you
knew
said that to a woman before.
to my girlfriend.
That's hard. That's hard, right?
I go, look, I love everything about you,
not
but
there
just give
yet.
me some time, please. I'm approaching you in the most 180 way that I've ever done with a woman.
Guy.
You know that'll get you.
And
plenty
now
of
I
women.
say it 5 times a day. I fucking love her, dude.
Yes.
But to me, so let me ask, so the question is,
right.
how long should you wait to say that? I know it varies per person, but for me, I waited a long time, 6 months to a year. So for you guys.
You want to start with me?
Yeah, let's start with you.
Well, I haven't dated and been in many long-term relationships much.
That don't mean you
But-
can't say I love you.
But when, especially earlier on, yes, that it was thrown loosely, like you mentioned.
Yeah.
And
Because those are
But-
powerful words, man.
But I've learned from those experiences that I'm like, yo, you can't just be throwing that shit out. So I think that like, yo, you really like, even if you start thinking you feel it, it's like, no, you're just feeling like that in that moment.
Yeah.
You might not feel like that tomorrow. You got to feel like that tomorrow and the day after that and the week after that. You know what I'm saying? So I think that giving the time, just like filling out the girl, like
Getting to know her.
Going back to the 3 dates. You don't love her in 3 dates.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Give it like at least a year, 6 months. That's why I don't believe in people moving in with each other like in the first month. That don't make no sense.
I don't get it either.
At all. I might even give that 2 years just for the move-in part.
Yeah.
YOLO.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got your crib, I got mine, just in case this shit don't play out the way it's supposed to. At least, like, we're not going to be, I'm not tied to you financially yet. I'm going to wait to that point. Because once you move to that step, it's like, that's where the part gets hard by, like, leaving each other.
Yeah.
I don't want that part yet.
Yep.
I see that.
You know what I mean? Like, I want to feel like I'm still managing and doing everything like normal a year in.
Good.
I still want to be comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say at least over a year.
So it's a conscious effort to say it or when to say it or not say it?
I just think, like, once you feel it for real, just make sure that's really what you're feeling. But I don't think that you just gain that love in the first week. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, some people confuse that infatuation with love.
Exactly. Yeah. It's not realistic.
So like if Rihanna walked through this door right now.
That's different. Now, I make exceptions.
I already knew I loved her, though.
I
lust her, but I wouldn't. I don't love her
for so many years.
Love her.
Yeah.
I love you.
I love her. You can have your way with me, Riri.
Nasty.
IQ? Yeah. Well, Norm, go ahead. Norm.
No, real quick. I was going to actually, what you were saying, because I thinking back with my wife, I told her I loved her before we even dated.
Word.
But we were friends.
Did you?
Oh, that's different.
No, that's about to say too.
Did you love her?
Yeah.
But as a friend, though, right?
But we were friends. We were
that's
real
different.
friends.
That's a difference. Yeah.
And that's almost kind of what I was saying too. I wonder if it's better
Let me
to have that friendship sometimes first.
Oh, of course.
Let me just add something is that I do think that somebody you date, you should become friends with them first.
Yeah.
I agree.
Like some people say, like, yo, kind of like how some parents tell their kids, like, I'm not your friend.
Mm-hmm.
Or like they tell, like, the girl might tell their man, like, I'm not your friend, I'm your girlfriend. Like, nah, be that friend. Like, you should be probably the best friend.
Yeah, let's kick it
to that
real.
significant other. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I think that some people don't. Yeah. They don't see that. They don't incorporate that in what they do.
They want to rush into it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or they just don't want to. They just don't want to label that part of being friends.
That
what
too.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because they think that, like, oh no, now I'm like everybody else. Like, no, it's not like that. Mm-hmm. Be my best friend. You know what I mean?
Guys, let me throw some out there to the guys listening.
Get out there.
Okay.
This is what you should do, man. I'm just,
let the streets know.
The girl you really like, just be her friend for a while.
Yeah.
Have you a little something on the side that you can go,
oh my God,
for the sexual
part
of relationships.
That went left.
You know what I'm saying? No, because I mean, a lot of times the sex part is what makes you rush things.
Yeah,
because you want to have sex with this person.
We still talking about love?
Yes.
Just even with a person that you're friends with, maybe you accelerate things because you're trying to.
So you got the one you really like, and then you got a side.
Just keep that over there.
But you're not even gonna have sex with the one you really like.
I mean, be friends first, man.
Friends, platonic.
Yeah, be friends first.
Make sure you really like her before the sex comes.
Oh shit! I've been fucking this up for decades.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Q.
Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
Like, you know what?
you guys try that.
That's that. Oh, what's that?
I think that's good advice.
90 day
good advice.
rule.
Yeah.
Very difficult.
Everybody always
advice.
heard that. It was like, oh, don't have sex for 90 days. That's ridiculous. No, just don't have sex with her for 90 days.
Oh, that's what they were saying.
That's what I took from that.
Yeah. Interesting.
That brings up a whole other topic now.
I heard that.
Sorry.
No, but let's finish with the love, and then we'll, I guess, we'll end with that. So,
I got nothing.
okay.
Believe it or not.
You don't love it.
I'm shocked.
I would feel like a hypocrite if I gave any advice on this topic.
Really?
On this show.
Have you ever been in love?
Maybe.
Don't know.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure what that feels like.
Gotcha.
And I'm old.
Mm-hmm.
And that's crazy. But I've been fucking that up for years. I've lost relationships over.
Saying it too soon or not soon enough.
I never say it.
Oh, gotcha.
I never say it. I'll say it if my spirit moves me to say it. I have said it, but not often, man.
Yeah.
Definitely. That's why I asked you when it's reciprocal, because that's a bad situation. Do you know with black women that'll get you punched in your left eye?
I guess.
True story.
Got a duck.
True story. If she says I love you, I expect it back.
Hey,
I expect it back.
Yeah.
Me too.
We're not leaving this room, dog. You didn't say, oh, yeah, baby, I've been thinking about you too. That's not what I said.
The only time I've had it told to me, and I think we've all been there, is like you're having sex with somebody and they say it, and I'm like, oh.
Yes.
I just go on like I didn't hear them.
now just be like, me too, baby.
I can't. I can't lie, man.
So you gotta whip her
all
back.
this shit up, man.
Yeah.
Now,
I mean, you kind of do love her in the moment, right?
Yeah.
That moment.
I got love for you.
Yeah. I'm giving you love.
Now, do you think?
I'm giving you all the love.
Right now.
Do you think if you haven't, like how you asked him, have you ever been in love?
Yeah.
Or anything?
I fucked that up all the
Now,
time.
if you don't know for sure, you don't know what that's like, do you desire it then?
Ooh.
To be in love?
Ooh.
Yeah, like if you don't, like for me,
That's a
like,
deep question,
like
dude.
People ask me,
No,
for
the answer is
example,
no. The reason I am the way I am is because I don't feel like I need love.
But you know what love is, though.
I think I do.
With your kids, you think that's love?
It's a different love.
That's unconditional love.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
it's
yeah,
not the.
no, but you're just asking, does he know what that is?
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
I think I'm damaged because I'm gonna be honest, and I shouldn't be honest on this fucking show, but I'm gonna be honest.
Be honest.
I'm gonna be honest.
No.
I've had so many women, so many. That's a capital S. Fuck it, let's make everything capital.
Are you
Capital
about
S
to give your women
and
count?
Capital
Yeah,
3
body count's
O's.
coming.
Body count's coming.
It doesn't matter.
So many. It's definitely.
I've had so many women
It's a high number.
lie to me about that subject, especially if we're going to include sex. This is a bald-faced lie.
You don't love me?
And I know, bro. I tried to tell you, I'm a Virgo, dog. I'm very, 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 I'm a critical thinker. I can't stop myself. Wait a minute. We just met. Bitch, what you mean?
My girl's a Virgo.
Like now?
So yeah, Virgos are very
We're very
some of the nicest people I've ever met.
we're very calculated, though. We're like
I
dating.
got some good Virgo friends.
I'll be thinking when somebody tell me they love me, I believe that shit. I be like, what's it
All
not
right,
the love?
right.
Not the love, baby.
Bro, if you was a Virgo, you would calculate that. What do you mean you love me? Well, let me think about it now. You didn't let me borrow the car last week. It don't feel like love. You just
Yeah.
screamed at me for not doing the dishes. It doesn't feel like love in here. But I mean,
Yeah.
it's I've been lied to. So I mean, because you'll be with a woman, and we all know how it goes when it's in this dating world. You could be with a woman. I don't even know if some people in general are psychopathic, but you could be with somebody that's telling you I love you every day, and I have been with them. I can show y'all the text. And one bad thing happened, she out the door. You ain't never heard from her again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that was love.
Yeah.
Even on your end, I know how I feel.
Yeah.
But on
Yeah.
your end, that was love.
Yeah.
Or we just slinging this word around these days.
Yeah.
It does get thrown real loosely. So.
And again, like I said, those are what I learned from my past and why I was different with my girlfriend is that those words are powerful statements. Telling I love you to somebody could mean something different from you. Like you just said, is that just a phrase? You're texting it. It's a powerful thing. I mean, that can mean something totally different from the other person. And then when, things get bad, it can break their heart, make things worse. So it's a powerful word is what I'm trying to say. I'm rambling here, but you got to be careful with that, man.
It's a powerful idea.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to get to.
But
Thank
the
you.
words themselves have been cheapened, I think. A lot of people use it to get to what they need, what they want out of you. Especially women have figured that out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And once you've been touched by that so many times, you're real skeptical. Skeptical. But I have open conversations about it now. That's a dirty
Yeah.
game. You know what I'm
boy.
saying? Like, what you mean you love me?
Yeah.
What you love?
Like, you don't know me.
What you mean, man?
I don't even love myself.
I don't even love myself.
I ain't even learned to love me yet. How I'ma love you? And I ain't, but I think I might have been in love, a couple times in life. That puppy love when you little. That puppy love.
Oh, that's strong,
real.
man. Yeah.
That's real though.
Real.
That's
That
real.
high school
Yeah.
love, boy, is
It's
powerful.
It's real.
But you get past that.
They say there's three loves. Have you heard that phrase or that meme? There's three loves, and everybody gets three loves in their lives.
Yeah. Sonny in the Bronx Hill.
Yeah, like the first one is the puppy love, right? First one's puppy love. The second one is that toxic love that just took you over, just mentally, physically. And
Now,
it takes.
is
I've
that
been there.
just sex? That toxic one? Is that just sex?
It's sex. It could be anything, but it just destroys you. It's just so disastrous, but it consumed you for a while.
Yeah.
And it takes a while to let go. And then the third one is the one that you don't see coming. You're not looking for it. And then it's in front of you. You can be talking for months, but before you know it, it just starts surfacing and you see them differently. And then it just happens. And it's a love that you've never felt before. And you're questioning yourself, like, is this love? Do I love her? It's true love. And that they say that. I don't know if that's true, but for me, that's the case.
Yeah,
like
Sonny definitely didn't say that at the Bronx.
Nah,
It's
that was
way
different.
deeper.
Yeah.
That was deeper.
Yeah.
and people say that's bullshit, but for me, it's actually true.
Yeah.
I'm gonna add a number 4.
Go ahead.
The first man that ever put his thumb in your booty. Women, that is not love. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to explain the feeling.
Wait,
This is the feeling.
I don't know. Are you telling me?
The feeling is amazing.
Wait, are you
but
telling
that
me?
is not love. I'm telling you. You might find yourself calling that guy at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning.
This is what happens when you bring the Chief Super Bowl podcast.
I'm just saying, this is not.
You didn't think this wasn't going to go off the rails at some point, right?
That first guy. You know what I'm talking about.
I don't know what to say. No, but
these guys might not know. Let me
ask you this.
That very first guy. But let me play with it at first. He's gonna make sure you cool with it. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Q.
That guy.
But let me ask you this:
You've definitely gonna call
are
him
women
back.
falling in love with a thumb?
I think what he's saying is. I
didn't mention anything about the rectum, man.
No. I'm expanding. He did. I'm expanding on a thought.
Okay,
yes. But I think there's something to be said. Like we need to separate great sex.
Yep.
Because that's not love.
From love. And I think a lot of people conflate those two things. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That first guy to get you there, that first guy, I have these real conversations with women.
Oh, yeah.
Women that get to their 30s, they never really came before.
Yo, my wife's a sex therapist.
Yep.
I need to bring her on. She talks about that with
yes,
with younger girls, teenagers.
Me and Crunk know a sex therapist.
Oh yeah, we do.
What was she? A sexologist?
Yeah, like sexologist or something like that.
Yeah, no, listen, but she was,
at first I didn't know if that was a real
it is.
No,
job profession.
One of the lessons she was talking about was with younger girls, teenagers,
of course,
learning how to pleasure themselves properly and stuff like that.
Oh shit!
So you don't have that happen to you.
Yeah, that's right.
So you know how to take care of yourself. So that way, when the man does it for the first time, you're not out here losing your fucking mind just because you got some dick.
Yeah.
I have real conversations with women, man. There's really women out here, especially conservative women. Because there's a lot of conservative women out there that don't want to. When I meet a woman that don't own a dildo,
everyone does.
I'm like, what you do on Tuesdays?
Yeah.
What's going on? But there's women out there like, dog, you've never bought. Didn't Marcella say that when we went to the.
Damn, dog.
God damn, call her out by name.
Shit. The fuck, she got a sex show?
I was gonna say I know a couple women.
Sex podcast,
do I have to bleep that? No, we're good.
No,
okay.
No. We're putting that out there.
Okay.
She invited us on her show and started asking us about anal sex and all kind of shit. Then she went, remember?
Yeah.
Then she didn't want to ask. Then she want to ask our question.
I remember this.
I was tapped out. I think Star had COVID.
Well, I'll be paying attention.
I had COVID in the room.
Remember I said,
oh God. Okay.
While podcasting.
Remember I said all the fellas in the podcast in the room that day we all gonna take Marcella to the Triple X and get her first dildo.
Yeah,
y'all can go by yourselves.
I did say that.
Oh wow.
No, man, you need to be a better person.
But I do think that women
every
should
woman
own some of
deserves a
these.
good dildo. The one that the Hachi Tachi 3000, the one with the spinner wizard at the base. You know what I'm saying?
The Hirachi.
Yeah, nigga, you get that first one. If a woman gets that one, she might not need us no more.
Yeah.
That one, the one with the spinner wizard down at the base.
I say bring it along and just
still want
like
the skin.
let's use it while doing it, man.
that's how it goes.
That's the rotation.
They got little pearls on the inside of it. You know what I'm saying? That thing
and they don't come with batteries anymore. You have to charge it with a USB.
That's what it's
dropping.
Bro, we all grown. I'm trying to talk to the podcast people, man. Listen. There's women out there, conservative women, that have never explored the depths of their own body in the middle of the night. Now, these women...
Or daytime.
Daytime's probably better. These women are vulnerable, dog. You're going to end up saying, I love you to the first man that penetrates your cavity. I'm telling you.
But
you have to learn to pleasure yourself in order to defend yourself against these guys that have been taking tutorials. Go, Rudy. I'm done.
No, but before you do the thumb thing, I mean, you don't want to do it after you just had dinner, right?
You want to get consent too.
Consent, or like you didn't go dancing. Maybe you want to make sure she washes up, because what if you do it and you just get an explosion of just?
I mean, I've been there. I'm not the explosion part.
Yeah,
like gas or something like that.
I was gonna say I never
because I've never put the I've done it like in the freak of the moment. Just I'm overthinking it right now, dude.
Nah, I'm not letting you wash up.
I'm gonna shut up now.
Nah, I'm not letting you wash up.
You gotta ease your way in.
If we gonna get married,
I know that.
No, but I'm saying like you'll know.
I'm just saying you just went dancing or something like that, or like
I get
you
what
got from the gym.
I'll get
You made to wash that up, babe, real quick.
It's all right. I can wash my hands.
I got some wipies.
I'll get it right after the gym. I'm disgusting.
Hey, goes
So
back
we
to
all are disgusting. Yeah.
Goes back to that bidet. The bidet, right?
Hey, yeah, get that bidet actually.
There you go. I need to get one of those.
If you for
Yeah,
me,
it'll definitely blow your asshole.
if you for me, baby, I need to know how you taste when you're salty. You know what I'm saying? Fresh out the gym.
I ain't into all that.
Damn.
She only did squats. It's all
Yeah,
good.
I know what you're
She
talking
only
about.
did squats.
That's my OCD right there, man.
Take a shower.
Being clean, yo.
Speaking
shower
of
together.
what you're saying, confusing good sex with love. This is what I've heard.
This podcast has gone off the rails.
Yeah,
It's okay.
Women,
She has it though.
women have said,
Weird
think
way.
Yeah, we're touching some
That-
areas.
I'm hoping grown people are listening to this. So,
"Oh yeah,
I'm not
that's my
concerned.
demo. That's my demographic."
Everybody can know.
But there's not a lot of good dick out there, and when a woman gets good dick,
They're willing to share it.
it's chemically just connected with her, and you're giving her orgasms that she's never felt before. And that's sometimes they can confuse that with love because they've never felt that before.
I guess, gentlemen, hey, do less.
Or more.
That's why they go psycho and possessive when you try to break up with them, because you've given her something that she's never felt,
She gonna love you.
and she's gonna love you.
I'm telling you
and be
right now.
psycho.
You might have to. If you really want her to love you, you might have to be willing to sacrifice a couple sets of tires.
Yeah,
When
key
Jesus
car,
Christ,
all that.
See, this
That's
is how
what
I
good
know-
dick does,
This is
man.
how I know that IQ loves toxic women.
I don't love toxic.
I think he
women.
likes them.
But sometimes good dick does that to women, drives them insane, dude.
I'm doing my
And
best.
this is from women that have spoken with me. On TikTok.
You doing your best?
Me. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
do,
yeah.
do
I'm-
less.
Yeah, I'm wide open. I'm
Do
finna-
less.
I'm going to try to give you the full panoply. You feel me? We're going to explore each other's nature tonight, man. You know what I mean?
Oh God.
What you mean? What's your problem? Who wants nature? Oh yeah.
All right. Well, on that note, guys, we're all going on 2 hours now. So before we wrap up, what are you guys working on? What's next for you guys?
I don't know.
I think every week's a new adventure.
Yeah.
There's zero planning in what we do.
What? Really? You guys look so organized and just, you're just socialites. I see the photos and everyone looks so good.
I swear people still think that our show is scripted.
No.
I got better, but individually, what everybody got going on for the next couple months?
Oh,
IQ.
yeah, go ahead.
Y'all know I'm in the middle of my process right now. So I ain't been doing much, man. I've been in the studio mostly.
This is a chance to promote right here.
I guess we can do that, man. I'm
A worldwide audience right here.
I'm real close. I'm real close to releasing my album, man. My old albums are still out there, man. You can go on and stream my stuff, man. I am a musician. I am a lifelong rapper, and I got some new material. I'm back in the booth doing what makes me happy.
See, you're not just a rapper, man. You have a band.
I got a man.
Ooh, what kind of band?
You're an actual artist.
Nice.
I'm a rapper, but
I'm not calling you a rapper ever again.
I perform with a band. Yeah, shout out my boy Cubase. Shout out my boy Nasty Nate, the
Yes.
greatest drummer of all times.
He's
Yeah,
a very good
It's
drummer.
a good time. No, it's a good time when we hit the stage. But all that stuff is probably soon to come, man. We're ramping up for we got invited back to South by Southwest. So that process kind of starts.
That's wonderful.
Damn, I
news.
didn't know that. Wow, okay.
That process kind of always starts around October, November. And for South by Southwest, for like invited artists, it's been shit for what, 3 years now, 2 years. With
COVID
they
and everything?
canceled. Yeah, they canceled it twice, right?
Yeah.
The first 2 years.
First 2 years, I think they canceled it.
First
Last
time
year-
ever in like 15 or so years, something like that.
So, it's an exciting time for creatives. Like I said, I'm getting this album ready because the timing is right. We're going to put the album out. Then we're going to do a run, probably do some performances around the United States and get ready for South by Southwest. And then in the in between time, we'll be doing episodes of the Cheap Suits podcast.
Yep.
We do, as far as the podcast is concerned, we still got intentions of doing merchandise. So
Nice.
real soon you'll be able to get your Cheap Suits merchandise, hoodies, t-shirts, and the likes. So that's what we got on the plate so far.
Awesome.
And
I don't have shit going on.
I'm not even Nas.
You got shit, nothing going on.
I'm not even Nas. But I'm gonna make Nas's announcements for him because he's being humble.
I don't got shit going on. Just out here
Nas
with my
is our
kids.
resident family guy.
Yeah.
And we did
Sure
not
is.
say on our own podcast again today. We fucked that up. But we'll say it on yours. We want to say a big congratulations. Can I do that?
Yeah, definitely.
Big congratulations to Cheyenne. This is my man's oldest daughter. She is a world-class footballer.
Oh, okay.
She's a world-class footballer. I done seen the clips.
I'll let you go.
I done seen the clips.
Hey,
You can check the IG if you don't believe me.
Norm, just let it happen.
Let it happen.
Nah. Shout out my niece Cheyenne. She's about to go to college. Where?
In Miami.
In Miami, but
wow.
Barry University.
Okay. So we're gonna be supporting them.
Yeah, she's got a full academic and athletic scholarship. Super proud.
Oh, that's awesome, dude.
I say no dollars out of the parents' pockets at all. Zero.
And you love
Wow, that's
Zero.
badass.
Beautiful.
Dude. That's badass.
that. I sense more sneakers in your future.
Shit, the cars are my future. Tell you that.
For you and her, huh?
Nah, but we just knocking that out. Got some things working on a short film right now. I'll tell you about that later.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Scripting right now.
There we go.
But yeah, we get back outside.
You doing some script writing?
Behind the scenes on some things, man.
Are you going to manage or you going to actually do some script?
I'm kind of like a creative consultant. That's what I call myself. I like that.
Oh,
I like
nice,
that.
man.
Yeah.
And I guess now that you're mentioning some stuff, I guess I could maybe say some things that I'm looking forward to doing. I know still going to be going CSP strong, doing our podcast. Yes, he's right. I know on my behalf, I have the intention of definitely putting out some merch. I know it's been in demand. It's been asked of me many of times. And I guess people feel away when I'm walking around with my own merch.
And I'm not.
And none for anybody else.
That's right.
So I definitely want to get that ball rolling when it comes to that.
Ball rolling.
And it'll be nice because now that the weather's getting good, everybody's going to want a hoodie or some kind of sweatshirt.
Yeah, hoodies, man.
I love sweatshirts, so I think that's a good move for this holiday season. Not only that, but he mentioning films. I personally have a background in videography. I want to kind of dabble back and do little projects here and there. I've experienced the reels. I want to do visuals in real form. Just little things here and there. I'm gonna get back into the photo shoot game.
Nice, dude.
Shit.
But me in front of the lens.
Oh.
I plan on getting back out here and just
Yeah. Yeah, that's
get
good.
a little fashion action going on.
Why not? Why not?
What about you, young man?
Me, I'm a middle-aged man now. God, I'm middle-aged, dude. I can't get over that.
You want to go get the Mazda Miata?
No. Hell no.
RX-7?
With the drop
the
top.
Corvettes.
You don't get the drop top?
No, dude, no. I got a baby on the way. Like I said, I got my son coming.
that's the news.
He'll be here November 15th. And
Dope.
dude, I can't wait, man. I get to, like I said, I have 2 kids already, but I was younger and I was so stressed out of like, am I doing it right? Money and all that. And now I'm going to enjoy it.
Yep.
So I'm looking forward to doing that with my woman.
Speaking of you having a new child, I have a real young child now too.
Mm-hmm.
And I do notice that my oldest is 11.
Yeah.
So I was 20 years old when that happened.
Yeah.
So I do notice there's a big difference in how my approach of parenting is compared to how it was back then.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm shitting on a lot of you daddies out there. Y'all ain't got shit on me.
Yeah.
At all.
Wow.
Just keeping it a buck.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, dude. And other than that, I got of course, TikTok. I'm doing a lot of long form content on YouTube. YouTube is the way to go when it comes to shorts. They're going to start monetizing shorts now, which are YouTube's version of TikTok videos. So I want to go back on YouTube and make a stronger presence there. But outside of that, man, just preparing for my son, and my girlfriend's going to be moving in a few months. So I got to get the house ready. So I'm looking forward to that new adventure, man. That new chapter that I thought was closed, but here we are. I'm looking forward to it, man.
You're a horror movie fanatic.
Fuck yes.
So what are your Halloween plans?
Oh God. Well, on my movie YouTube channel, I'm going to be doing a lot of reviews. Halloween Ends is coming out. Terrifier 2 is coming out this weekend, so I'm gonna go check that out.
It's limited. Smile tomorrow.
I heard it was good. It's not terribly bad, but it's got a deeper meaning with the smile. It's not like those cheap Truth or Dare movies.
Yeah.
It's got deeper meaning and all that, more layers to it. So I've heard a lot of good things. But Terrifier 2 and Hellraiser, the remake that's coming out on Hulu, those are really good right now.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to that, man. But Halloween, I've got a lot of shit going on. I want to do another short horror movie like I did with the Silent Hill. I want to do something. The creative side of me comes out.
I think I briefly mentioned that I want to take part.
Oh, you want to be in it?
I will take part.
Oh,
if you have a role for me.
Oh, see, get the deal done right there on there. Let's go.
The dildo.
The deal done.
Hey, dildo. The one that spins.
I was like, yo, you caught up in that last conversation.
The Spinner Wizard 3000.
We're not talking that movie.
Hey, Lance must have zoned out for the last 5 minutes.
Now, look, if you're looking for a manager star,
Dildos.
let me know. I'll make the deal happen.
Yeah,
all right.
I feel you.
Oh God, man! But no, I love Halloween. It's my favorite time of year, man. So I'm pretty sure we're gonna do a lot of things.
I will be wearing Halloween shirts every weekend this month.
Nice.
So
Shirt?
starting with my leather face right here.
Oh,
hell yeah.
I'm putting this on the air right now, so it gotta happen. Next Marvel event is Black Panther, right? Next big one.
Yeah, but I think part 2, coming
Black
out.
think you're right.
Panther. We back on the show for the review.
Okay, cool.
You hear that?
Yes.
Deal.
We're gonna make it. Get our tickets. We going to see the movie. Everything.
All right,
Same time.
down.
Oh, we
That's the episode. That's on the air.
We gonna step out as a function.
Yeah. Bring the
Let me know.
family, whatever the case may be.
We're gonna have
but
a friends' day out at the movies.
yes.
We might need to do
interesting.
this, man.
That'd be fun. Why not?
Yep.
That'd be good.
I don't think I've ever done that.
Count me in. I don't think I have either.
We'll do like right after. You know what I mean? Next day or whatever.
We'll make an
the
announcement,
review
man.
right there.
We'll do a combination of Rudy's show and the Cheap Suits and
Yeah, with
see if
a little mashup or
some
something.
people
not?
want to come out and hang with us. That would be crazy.
Yeah, that'd be
That
fun.
would be crazy.
Watch, I hate it. I'm just kidding.
I know.
It sucks.
Well, you're gonna get the real review here. It's gonna be all honest.
41 minutes. Right?
Yeah,
they say it's
Ryan
been a long
Coogler's still
time.
directing, so anything he does, I'm down, man.
Kugler's not gonna let us down.
No, he's everything he's done. I love, man. Especially with Creed. Oh God,
But I think that's the next big movie event, right?
that and I think
so.
Black Adam's coming out. You know what? As a DC fan, I'm not looking forward to Black Adam because it's just The Rock. The Rock can't act. It's just The Rock. Every movie he does, he's The Rock.
I don't know. The trailer looks amazing.
I hope I'm wrong.
Yeah.
I hope I'm wrong. But
Hawkman looks good in there.
You don't like what
I
you
think
don't
we should
like
make that a thing, man.
you don't like what the Rock is cooking.
no,
DC
not
needs
since '98,
I
man.
like that. I like that.
Yeah,
I like that.
okay.
I really hope you're wrong about it. DC needs Black Adam to work.
I wanted to.
They need it. They might be sunk if Black Adam flops.
Yeah, but after Dr. Fate's in it and all that stuff, I forgot
Dr.
all.
Fate's in it. I think
Hawkman.
Hawkman's in it. I seen Hawkman.
Adam, I think he's in there too as well. But yeah, I totally forgot about it. There's more characters in that. So I hope I'm wrong, but again, The Rock's track record, I mean, he's The Rock in every movie.
And they're tying him in the what's the name storyline has
Shazam.
Shazam.
Yeah.
So I think Shazam might show up on that too. I think it should be okay.
Yeah.
And we'll see that, man.
And I'm just leaving with saying,
right.
I'm Team Renaria and Damon on House of Dragons.
Ooh, okay, leave it at that.
Okay, that you
I don't know who they are yet.
Well, that's not even the same team, dog. What you mean?
You heard what I said.
Yeah.
Renaria and Damon.
Dakaris.
I think they're gonna end up fighting each other on backs of dragons.
I just said what I said.
He said what he said.
That's my prediction.
All right.
Man, we just want to thank you for having us through, man.
No, thank you for being here.
We really proud of what you're doing, man. We talk about you all the time on our show. For anybody that's listening, man, if you enjoyed what you heard today, man, we are the Cheap Suits Podcast, man. You can catch us on Facebook at Cheap Suits Podcast.
Yep.
Instagram at Cheap Suits Podcast. TikTok at Cheap Suits Podcast.
Yep.
Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeart,
Make sure
Amazon.
Make sure you following Rudy on this TikTok, man. Rudy A on TikTok, man. This is
You're going to be my
Thanks,
first
man.
follow.
Please. And all the social media links that you just mentioned will be in the show description. So please follow, support these guys. They're awesome. Star, IQ, Norm, thank you so much for being here, man. It means a lot to me.
It's a pleasure, man.
Appreciate you.
All right, guys. Thank you.
Free Doka.
Look, I'm over here.
Good night.